Yo, what up? What up? It's your boy MoeCheeze, aka Grits, broadcast live from the Country Roads Diner. Hey, it's time for It's a Long Story to go down. If you are tuning for the very first time, then you should know. You probably want to put your kids to bed. We pretty much have a random conversation. No specific one thing will be on the menu. As we talk about a little bit of everything. Nothing's really off limits. So sit back, relax. We'll be getting ready to start the show here in a moment. Again, we want to thank you for tuning in to the show this evening. And yeah, we got to get into it.
That's it. Now if you know one thing, change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Never skipping the beat, singing that same old song. It's like I'm tired of the same line, I'm tired of the same. Now if you know one thing, change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Never skipping the beat, singing that same old song. It's like I'm tired of the same line, I'm tired of the same. Hey yo, it's time to check the rap game, cause times is getting critical. Rhymes is getting pitiful, and heads been going hysterical for lyrical. Shit is knocking, rocking, bob your head too. I'm tired of the same line and tired of the same dude. As a doggone matter of fact, my tape deck keeps beating me back. The essence of bull crap. Enough form of gun claps, discussing the war acts, violence and carjacks, raising the poor tax. People, let's relax and smoke a fat sack. Listen to Slim Pick and rekindle the soul clap. Correct your cataract, settle back in the Cadillac. Understand that you're feeling that Slim Pick. You needed that and know one thing. Change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. And we's the blame for the loophole and change the G in the game. And folks who don't want the same thing. Now if you know one thing, change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Never skipping the beat, singing that same old song. It's like I'm tired of the same line, I'm tired of the same. Now if you know one thing, change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Never skipping the beat, singing that same old song. It's like I'm tired of the same line, I'm tired of the same. How did it feel when it hit the brain? Guess it can't be explained. I'm finding nirvana without going in vain like Cobain. Really can't see how you maintain without your hobby and sustain. Some seconds and some change a whole world of knowledge gain. Interrupt your broadcast and rearrange your mainframe. Be it the slurage of the slang, the twerking of the twang. Bet if it warm inside just like witches in the rain. Just keep your cool, don't shit your hands. Go we right with you, man. If one go down, then we all fall quick. So let's throw backs out like it's all nostalgic. Must one MoeCheeze, draw pick, all six, all shit. Y'all been hit with some whatchamacallit. That old thing back, polyester and all black, like it's pimped out. Yankee Doodle feather in your cap. Loving the way the kid voice reacts to the whack. Just relax and keep rewinding the track. It's just the same old song. If you know one thing, change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Never skipping the beat, singing that same old song. It's like I'm tired of the same line, I'm tired of the same. Now if you know one thing, change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Never skipping the beat, singing that same old song. It's like I'm tired of the same line, I'm tired of the same. Now if I know one thing, change gon' come. I'ma keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Draw a pick, I'm here to explain to some the way the game can change. Cause certain things remain in vain. It's like I'm tired of the same line, and I'm tired of the same dude. And I'm tired of the way we gotta struggle to eat our food, and tired of the way we hustle every day to pay our dues. But fuck it, I'm just tired of shit. I refuse to give in. The way we live in should be forbidden, but it ain't. It seems as though it's become a way of life. And in this game you gotta play it right, cause you only get one with no continue. So what's next on the menu? You had your appetizer, so let me lend you the knife and fork to eat your main course with. Muskogee got the force like Ginyu, so make your choice quick and then you can rock with us. With the addition of MoeCheeze, it ain't no stopping us. The sky's the limit to a certain extent, without the gimmicks. And then out of nowhere, Slim Pickens with good intentions was sent to be that shoulder to lean on. This ain't HBO, but dream on, full steam on ahead. You know one thing, change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Never skipping the beat, singing that same old song. It's like I'm tired of the same line, I'm tired of the same. Now if you know one thing, change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Never skipping the beat, singing that same old song. It's like I'm tired of the same line, I'm tired of the same dude.
Y'all give me one quick second. I apologize. I see the timer has run out, but yeah, for some reason here and there we be having some technicals.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all too much. Y'all so kind. So kind. But if y'all don't mind, the next selection we like to do for y'all is, Country Roads. Check me out. She told me not to be so cold, said a true OG, you let y'all motherfuckers know about some real pimpin'. And not just sitting on your lows, cause all your rims spinning. Don't make it down her country road, you got to get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Hit 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up now. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get your ass up, get your ass up. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, off I go and it's a heater. Rotten something swerving, conjunctions conjured by the tweeter. This one here's a lesson, look like that I'm gon' play the teacher. Instant classic, I knew it when it blew the back speaker. Hater, ain't it, James it, grain it, it show no pains, man. That you're going far away and the light just ain't gon' bring me. Say I got this gift for gabbing, the game just ain't gon' change me. Say the writing's on the wall and that shit is written plainly. Got a fetish for divas, popping tags and blowing reefer. Hanging with my people, you gotta know it don't get no sweeter. How they supposed to keep up? One left nut talking about they bust. Take 2 steps back, stop fucking with us, cause I'd be dead wrong if I roughed you up. But
she told me not to be so cold, said a true OG, let y'all motherfuckers know about some real pimpin'. And not just sitting on your lows, cause all your rims spinning. Don't make it down her country road, you got to get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up, nah. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up, nah. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up, nah. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get your ass up, get your ass up. Fascinated with the story of Muskogee one. How many different ways we supposed to come? 3, 5, 4, from just might throw some. Take away your breath and expose your lungs. You can tell the way I stroll alone. The kid got the golden tongue, make 'em weak in the knees, her toes are numb. Baby lick shot with a mama's gun. Well, Papa got a brand new bag of tricks and mad clips, so ain't for the sky. Grip tight, squeeze and fire. Black in the barrel, why did I pimp my pen, I pimp my pen like pimpin'. Kid don't want it, then have reach for the roof in the Holiday Inn. Then me feel good in my moccasin. Mama say, Mama sa, Mama sa. Name one spit it like noir. Slim pickins here, pimp, hurrah. Polish up your repertoire. Always bon voyage and au revoir. To your big ass crib and your nice ass car. Got 4 TVs, big card and all. Better thick ass bra said no. Oh,
she told me not to be so cold, said a true OG, you let y'all motherfuckers know about some real pimpin'. And not just sitting on your lows, cause all your rims spinning. Don't make it down her country road, you got to get 'em up, get 'em up, get 'em up, nah. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, hit 'em up, get 'em up, nah. Hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, yeah. Get 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up. Get your ass up, get your ass up. She told me, what she say, don't be so cold. Said a true OG. Now what she say, let y'all motherfuckers know, let y'all motherfuckers know you got to get 'em up, get 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, get 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, get 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 'em up. Get your ass up, get your ass up.
Let's start the show.
This is a podcast.
Yep. What up, fellas?
What's good?
What's good, big homie? How you feeling?
Chilling. Paz is. I can hear Paz, and he's not moving. Okay, there you go. There you go. I was about to say. We had Ghost. We had Ghost in the Shell for a second. Like, what the hell? Where the hell is? Hey, appreciate everybody that's tuned in to the show this evening. You are now tuned in to It's a Long Story, presented by Country Roads. In the building with me, my brothers. We got Kurt Deez. We got Pasadena in the building. I'm assuming Capone will be joining us. I'm gonna say this is probably trying to get the kids to bed evening or something. There are others.
Maybe
Something there are others.
I can see that. I love Capone's kids. They like to stay up late though.
Right. Shout out
They like
to
to stay up late, bro.
real quick. Shout out to the
my
chat
kids are
room.
still up.
Shout out to the people that's watching the show live right now. We got Laffy T in the building. Shout out to the wifey, Mocha Bella in the building, representing the 305. And we got DJ Chuck in the building with us right now. Shout out to the background viewers. And shout out to the people that's going to come in and watch the show at a later time. Thank you for tuning in to the joint.
Yes, sir.
Hey, fellas, what's been going on with y'all this week, man?
Not much, same old. You know, holding it down, work, home. My daughter, like, it is funny. She can't ride a bike without training wheels. Still, at like 7 years old. So, but I got like a grown like a scooter. You know, she has a one that has like a 3-wheel scooter, but I got her a 2-wheel one. Now she want to learn how to ride that shit. So that's what I've been dealing with all week.
Y'all didn't do the take the training wheels off, get you off to the good push and.
Bruh, no. As a matter of fact, I got her a grown bike without the training wheels, and I tried to put on that. Not a good sight. So,
did the baby fall?
I could not let her fall.
Okay.
There was no like literally like she tried to I'm running behind her with holding her, and I let go, and as soon as I let go, it was like all right, I'm gonna let go, and I ain't even let go, but I could just I just kind of like, and I could feel the bike just, and I was just like all right, you know what?
You had to.
I got her on the scooter though, and she's doing better on the scooter. I was like, once you get your balance on the scooter, then you should be able to do it on the bike. So,
Right. Again, okay, so why didn't you start off with the smaller? I guess this is the question. Pass. See, he laughing because he already know what the question is about to be. So why didn't you start off with the smaller bike that had the training wheels on it, and then you take those joints off?
Oh no, dude! Like, she's had that bike for like 2 years. This last Christmas, I bought her a bigger bike, and it doesn't matter. It's the balance. And I thought because she's been in gymnastics for the last year that she would have better balance. And that's not the case. Like, regardless of the fact, it doesn't matter which bike I put her on.
Paz, I think you muted yourself, Paz.
Yeah, I did it on purpose. With gymnastics, your feet are on the floor, so you're learning to get better balance by training your legs and your feet. That's not the same with a bike.
It's aerial balance too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
look here, man. Look here. Like I said, I thought. You know, my thought process ain't all that good. No matter how old I get or how sober I am, my thought process still ain't good. All right. Like I said, I thought. All right. Now I realize that my thinking ain't right. All right, motherfuckers. So
Mocha, Mocha, maybe this is something exclusive to Jamaica and Miami. You know what I'm saying? That you go from the bike with the training wheels to getting a big ass regular bike, and that's supposed to work. Mocha, maybe you can enlighten us.
No, it's just that because I got my son a bike, so I was like, let me get her a bike, but they didn't have a bike with training wheels for her. And but him, I got him a bike with training wheels. That's all to it. It wasn't more the fact of like because she needs to step up the game or anything like that. Like I said, man, she's still riding a bike with the training wheels on it. She don't even touch the bike that don't have no training wheels.
Kurt is now the dad that's gonna send the baby to swim class, and they wearing floaties. And 2 years later, after going to swim class for a couple weeks during the summer, he gonna throw ass in 12-foot. No. Well, I threw in the 12-foot and she didn't swim, so I just jumped in and got her. Well, bro.
No, she know how to swim.
So I'm just messing with you.
Nah, she been swimming. They both know how to swim. Fuck that.
Hey, that's how I learned to swim, man. I was at summer camp, and bro, they was like, yo, you can't swim in the pool if you can't dog paddle for like 35, 40 seconds, something like that. And I held on to I just stayed by the edge and just got it until I did it. And then it happened. So then I was like, oh shit, I can swim.
Yeah. My swimming experience was not great. You know what I'm saying? But I almost drowned. I put it like that. I was at the YMCA and I was taking the swim classes, but I couldn't swim yet. You know what I'm saying? And I was, used to only be at the little short end, and I think we had just I may have just been able to swim from one end to the other end, and my ass figured if I could swim from one end to the other end, I might as well just go and jump off in the deep end, and didn't realize, it's more water, which means like you can sink faster, and it's you know what I'm saying. So I jumped
back that quick,
bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, imagine. You know how when you jump in, like, okay, you jump into 6 foot and you're not 6 foot, but you hit the bottom pretty quick, so you can push yourself back up quick.
Right?
No, I jumped in a 12 foot. I jumped in a 12 foot and didn't realize how far down I had to go before I could kick back up. You know what I'm saying, bruh?
And if you did that, you definitely didn't take into consideration the amount of air you
that you was
had
have to have.
When you decided to kick back up. You like, I'm drowning on the way up. I see the light, but
I felt like I was in the fucking ocean. Nigga, it was slow motion going down, and my toe just kept reaching. My toe kept reaching for the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I get to the bottom, I can kick back up. Man, that shit was traumatic. But I mean, after that, that was that moment where, okay, I just gotta learn how to swim. I remember my mama came and picked me up. They told her I damn near drowned, and she was basically like, "You'll be in swim class tomorrow." And my ass was instead of just doing one swim class a day, I was doing like 2 or 3 a day.
Wow.
So yeah, that's my traumatic. How I learned
Once
how to swim.
I was able to go in 12 feet, and I was able to go to the bottom and sit down for a second on the bottom, and then push myself back up, and I was like, I'm good.
I guess I think it's different for y'all, and maybe I guess y'all can speak to it. Being in Georgia, growing up in Georgia, shit, y'all know. Y'all don't see no community pools like that around here. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't really have community pools, but I mean at the same time, well, yeah, like I did have like the neighborhood pool.
Y'all got the biggest community pool ever, a freaking ocean.
Yeah, shit. Look here, we don't go to the beach like that, though.
Nobody goes down there.
No, I mean, it's like it's funny. Like you're saying that, but like, all right, like prime example. My mom is born and raised in Jamaica, right? She don't know how to swim.
Nope, that's
interesting.
Yes, right.
Like you live on an island and can't swim.
And she can't swim. Like, just because you live, like, yes, I live on a peninsula. That don't mean I know how to swim. And just because you grew up on an island, don't mean that you know how to swim. Like my mom, dude, like literally, like we'd be like, let's go to the beach, and she'd be like, all right, and she'll literally be on the sand, like, Mom, you coming in? And she'd be like, she'll go and she'll be right there at the edge, kicking her feet, but she ain't gonna go in.
So maybe that's a bad I guess or stereotype that we have.
Yeah,
Shout out to
it
Bats
is.
United. What up, Bats, man? Y'all make sure y'all go check out Bats' YouTube channel as well. He has some dope guests, have artists on there. Bats talk about a little bit of everything. Matter of fact, he Bats in the pop culture. Obviously, as you can see his name, Shaolin and Bats would definitely get along. I would say that much. As Bats is, I don't want to misspeak, but I think his favorite superhero is, you know,
Would be Batman.
that guy Batman.
Why the boo though?
You know,
Why the boo on Batman?
who's my favorite superhero?
I know, but at the same time, he is a superhero. So we had this discussion again, and we don't even need Shaolin to have it.
He's a rich white guy with a lot of freaking toys.
Yeah, and them toys help him
Toys,
become a
right.
superhero.
And them toys make him and deem him a superhero.
See,
As compared to-
this is where we
as
go off
compared
topic.
to someone, as compared
No,
to
'cause
someone who inherited.
I'm not
Based on what-
Inherited. Superman
Well, he got
didn't
him from-
inherit anything. He was born with these abilities. That is not inheriting them. Inheriting abilities would be what old boy did in My Hero Academia, where one plus gave him a strand of hair and gave him his power because he didn't have a quirk. You know what I'm saying? He didn't inherit this shit. He was born with it.
Okay, so do you look like your mom or your dad?
I look like Mom Dukes.
You look like Mom Dukes. You inherited that look from her. That was her own personal look. Maybe she inherited what she looks like from
Do you see
your mom, your grandmother, or your grandfather.
Let me go to
But yeah, and then what happened? You were born with it. So
there's
no
a
difference.
difference between
There's no
inherit
The
and
difference
born
is,
with.
is that Superman was born with his abilities, and Batman became who he was through his toys and money.
You about to
But
see.
he had the smarts enough to do that,
Mm.
as opposed to Superman. Just I can run fast.
Here we
I
go
can
with
fly.
here
And he
we
didn't
go
even know
with
he could fly
what?
at one point.
Here we go with my usage
he was-
of technology. Inherit. Existing in something as a permanent, essential, or characteristic attribute. Any form of mountaineering has been inherited dangers. But this don't.
You just told on yourself, right? 'Cause
No.
Either there's two words that I see there.
Vested. Hold on.
Characteristic
Look at the second
attribute.
dictionary. Look at the second dictionary. Vested in someone as a right or privilege.
I know the definitions of characteristic and attribute. And the characteristics, your features.
Oh, like,
You got
ain't
from
nobody
your
see what
mom.
Bats put up? Batman, he
What
was
up?
wrong. Batman,
I see
came
him.
with real assassins for years.
Okay. We put that.
So at the same time, yes, we can say that
Batman got a plan to kill every hero.
I can honestly say I know where Shaolin comes from is because he used his mind
Yeah.
to go get these trainings, these attributes. He used his mind, didn't really care about money like that, to do what he needed to do to get to where he is.
And Bats.
As compared to Superman, who was born with the abilities, which were characteristics of his parents that got passed on.
It's characteristics of everybody that was born on the damn planet.
But you said, hey,
It's characteristics. Everyone that was born on that planet has the same power. So again,
And
he
he
was
got it
born
from-
that way.
and he was born that way as compared to Batman, who had to work for it. That's why Shaolin
Wait. Okay.
Batman
All
over
right.
Superman.
So let's get down to the real argument then. Let's get down to the real fucking argument. I like something that you just said right there. And shout out to Bats. Bats, we gonna have to get you on the show because I know you would love jumping in on these kind of conversations. Okay.
He can jump in on right now. Why can't he jump on right now?
He can. Bats, if you want to jump in, let me know. Matter of fact, Bats, I know you got my number. Hit my line and I'll send you the link. To jump into the show. If you want to jump into the show, just let me know. All right. So you said something right there that is very important.
Okay.
You said that Batman earned it. And I would beg to differ. Did he earn it? Because Batman didn't earn that money.
That's the only thing you can talk about is the money.
Which in turn gave him the opportunity to do everything else.
It was inherited.
Which in turn gave him the opportunity to do everything else.
The only factor we don't know in this equation is whether he had the smarts, whether he was rich or poor, to venture off, save enough money to go to another country and learn. He was smart enough to, we know he was smart enough to get an education, know about, chemicals, space. Like he knew about that stuff. He knew about that before he went and trained.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only factor that's an unknown. We don't know if he would have said, you know what, I'm gonna go train with some assassins somewhere. I heard about this. I don't have the money to do it. Can I go? Okay, I'm gonna go and disappear for 5 years. Whether he had money or not, whether he was coming back to a butler or he was coming back to a motel. That's the only difference. That's
to be in all honesty. And Bats, I just threw the guest link in the chat room on YouTube, so you can click on the guest link and you can jump in. Anybody can kind of sort of hit that link and you can jump in, but that does not mean I'm going to allow your ass onto the show. I'm just letting you know that now. So hit the link if you want to. Hit the link. Hit the link thinking you're gonna get some shine and watch me shut your ass down. but for real, I don't hate Batman all the way. But Bats also brought up something in the chat room that needs to be known as well. Batman also out here sitting with cheat codes talking like he a fucking hero. Batman has the way to kill every damn body, every superhero.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So you mad at that man because he's smart?
Everybody want just like how everybody want to hate on him.
Watch this, y'all. Joining us. I was about to say, see, I thought you was doing it on purpose because I was about to say, joining us from the Bat's cave, ladies and gentlemen. We got Bats United with us, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold up. If we're talking about the cave here, I definitely am in a cave. Like Batman, everything for me.
Shaolin would lose his mind.
Right. Shaolin would be losing his shit right now. Like our homeboy Shaolin. So we as you see, it's called Hit Squad or Origins. So everybody kind of sort of had their own superhero when we was in college. You know what I'm saying? I had Superman. Shaolin had Batman. Kurt Paz. Who y'all had?
I had y'all gave me Captain America.
And who had Silver Surfer?
No one.
I thought somebody had Silver Surfer or something.
That might have been Taz.
That might have been Taz. Who Capone had? Kurt, you said you had the Punisher, right?
Yeah, I had the Punisher.
Capone had Green Lantern.
I think it was a Green Lantern.
Now that's a motherfucker with inherited powers.
Right, and they're not even like his actual powers. Like he gets the power from the ring, which comes from the lantern. The lamp, which comes from the lantern.
Green Lantern a little different for me because he inherited his from somebody dying. He was just worthy.
Right.
Right.
He's just worthy. I don't know.
Right. That's true inheritance.
So Bats, what say you in regards to the topic that randomly spurred, which usually happens on this show, in regards to my argument that Batman or that Superman doesn't have inherited powers. He was born with them. I think there's a difference. And I said, I think Bruce Wayne, minus having Wayne Enterprises behind him, if Bruce Wayne's parents get shot on the street, is he still the same nigga?
No, he's not.
No.
Nowhere near it.
No.
Because his whole thing was to get revenge for his parents.
Correct.
So, then of course came along Joker and all these other little villains. Actually, have y'all seen a show called Pennyworth?
Pennyworth. Why
I have not watched it, but I've heard of it, and I want to watch it. That's the show that's the background of how what's his name? Alfred became Alfred.
Really?
Yeah, that's when he met.
Right? It's on Prime.
I think so. If not, Mo, I can send you the link to watch anything. I don't pay to watch nothing.
Please do. Well, I same here. Right? like
please. Hold on, I'll tell you in a minute. But I think it's on Prime.
But I was gonna say, I think I done skipped over like 3 or 4 times. But now that you done told me what it's actually about, bet I got a new series.
That show is good. I did not know Alfred was a G like that.
Yeah. I forgot what. Maybe it was the last Batman that came out, or Gotham that came out, when Alfred actually had to fight. Remember
HBO Max?
Because remember, in the beginning of Gotham, when Bruce was still young, remember Alfred had to defend him a couple of times on there, and you found out that he was some kind of ex-military dude, or British military, or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max.
HBO Max, gotta catch it.
But it shows you like his background, how he became Alfred. Like, so it shows like him, like how he was British intelligence actually. So it shows like it talks about it's a TV series about how he was British intelligence and how he actually to where he met the Waynes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
I haven't
that
watched
part
it. I
of
just know a little basis on it. I haven't actually watched.
Are the Waynes part of the show?
I said, I haven't watched it.
So this is being done under DC, or it don't have. Okay.
And actually, it doesn't really have nothing to do with DC, but it goes into the story of Thomas Wayne, how he met Martha Wayne, how they got in touch with Alfred. The whole shit dope, bro. I watch it every week, man. I've been watching it. I'm telling you. Plus, they got something to do with Batman, so. Of course. Whatever.
and since we got you on here, number one, tell the people where they can find your show, and then tell them what you got coming up. Because I'm about to see. Pause. I'm gonna pause before I even said that. I had to stop myself. I was about to say I'm gonna see a whole lot of you in the next week or so. Pause. Nah, but I'll be down in Columbus, and we're gonna be at some events together.
That's what's up, man. I hope we do. I know coming up this November the 5th is a big comedy show they got coming down here. They got Earthquake, JJ Williamson, and Dominique from, I think she put on the Chappelle Show. I'll be there to interview those comedians, and I'll have all the backstage access. I'm giving some tickets away on my show, actually. I think y'all did that today, actually. I don't know who won them, but y'all gave some tickets away, too.
Tamara, someone. One of our listeners, Tamara
won? I can't believe Tamara won.
Okay, you know who it is. So Tamara won.
Tamara is going to support everything, boy. Tamara should have won. Shit.
Big GA lady, Laffy T. Y'all hear it. Bat said he giving away tickets on his show as well. I know time to you come back and listen to the show. So y'all go check out Bat show. Make sure y'all go check it out so y'all can win some free tickets.
Yep, it'll be next Friday, because the show is Saturday. Other than that, I do different type of shows each day. I try to make sure each show is kind of different than the other show. Like Tuesdays is my Tri-City Artist Spotlight. I make sure I focus on the artists in the city. Thursday, that's Thirsty Thursday. I make sure it's a drink involved. We got a few subjects we're going into, yada, yada, yada. And then Friday is Freaky Friday. People label that Freaky Friday and think sex talk. Oh, no, there's some crazy shit that happened out here in the world. There's some freaky shit. We can get into it. And then other than that, I don't know if you've seen any of the versus battles, but I kind of put together the local versus battles.
Word.
Like 3 rounds, 3 songs, and the people that's in the chat pick the winner each round. So I'm gonna actually have that in a big venue down here to where they actually get to perform. for a crowd.
That's gonna be
So,
fire, bro.
I got some stuff in the works, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
That's out here
For the city.
working. For real, working. Like, man, I'm, like, again, kind of blown away by the whole look. I'm sitting over here thinking about Pennywise now. I'm like, so how late am I gonna be up tonight?
Your ass. It's
I think it's on season 2 or 3 right now. Which one is it? But I'm telling you, once you start, man, you're gonna be good. I'm telling you, when you start, you're gonna be fine.
And Bass, we had Cecil on. We had Cecil on this morning on the show. I know you was in the chat, so yeah, appreciate you for supporting too, bro. let me ask you. So, Bass, you into sports at all?
Am I? Come on now, I'm a Chiefs fan in my heart.
Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all know we usually this man.
I'm just saying, man. This is my KAPONE.
Well, I'm pretty much everything Georgia except for the Hawks. You know, my Falcons. You know, they are what they are, man. They build you up to break you down. I ain't
thought about the Falcons since Michael Vick. I ain't even gonna lie.
Okay, so speaking of which, so like you said, you ain't talked about the Falcons or thought about them since Michael Vick. Reason being, after the Michael Vick situation, Matt Ryan ended up coming in. You got a lot of people that walk around the state of Georgia and would say that Matt Ryan was the best quarterback ever in the franchise for the Falcons. And I asked them, "Are you like, did you get hit over the head and forget about the Michael Vick years?" Like,
yeah. I would have took Brett Favre for that game and got the hell on. They talking about,
man.
But yeah, I'm a big football fan. I always represent Kansas first because that's where I'm from. So all my Kansas teams got the roll. Hey, the Raiders. Didn't we just beat them? I think we just beat the Raiders. Or did they beat us?
The Raiders actually? I think the Raiders pulled out a win against y'all.
Yeah, I think that's when he pushed that cameraman down. Oh yeah, so y'all
no. Oh, y'all did like. Oh yeah. My bad memories.
But yeah, because y'all be talking about the Colts on here. I said, y'all really be wasting airtime talking about the Colts? What is wrong?
No.
Hey,
that's only because Matt Ryan strays over from the Falcons and
nah. EJ is a Colts fan. EJ is a Colts fan. So usually we try not to get into too much sports talk because you know you start getting into all the games, it gets a little bit overwhelming, and then it's all opinion. So we try to stay away from too much sports talk. We just talk about our own team. But what do y'all think about what's going on with the Colts? Like the coaches now come out. And said Matt Ryan's going to be benched for the rest of the season. Apparently, there was a meeting with the coach, the GM, and Jim Irsay apparently. And Jim Irsay made the call to say that he didn't want Ryan back in the game no more. So that's the reason why the coach went out and gave a news conference that he gave that pretty much said he's benching him for the rest of the season. They seen progress, and I think it's Sam Ellinger or whatever, and they're going to give him a try. They try to give like a fake apology somewhat to Matt Ryan, basically saying that, what did he say? That they promised him they promised him a great backfield. They promised him a great line that was going to protect him, and they failed him in doing so. So basically, almost like, hey, I'm breaking up with you, but it's my fault. It's not you. It's me.
It sounds like the promise they gave to Tom Brady
for this year.
Same promise they gave to Tom Brady. But then at the same time, him getting benched like that, it sounds like that's what just happened to Mac Jones. Unless I'm tripping.
Well, now Mac Jones didn't he start this week?
Oh, he started, but he only played like 2 or 3 drives, and he was out of there.
Oh, and then they brought Zappy back in.
Or even Bridgewater.
Well, look. It happens to one of our quarterbacks so often that we used to it. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it that way, but when it happens to one of them, it's very interesting. Especially like, bro, y'all just did all this shit, and thank you. I just want to say thank you to the Indianapolis Colts for taking Matt Ryan on and allowing that money to come off our books next year. But bro, you took You got a questionable quarterback where debate has been had whether or not this dude is Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? And now you talking about you bench him for the rest of the season? And it's crazy. I said it earlier in the year. I said Matt Ryan gonna be a fucking backup next year.
I thought he was gonna be one while he was in Atlanta. He was doing bad for a while. He was doing bad for a good little minute because what the owner was on the field. He was looking like, why do I pay him? He's just looking like, why do I? I seen it in his face. I'm like, goodness. But then you know what's crazy? The teams that are doing so great right now are teams you wouldn't even imagine, like the Jets, for instance.
I'm so glad Capone's not here right now.
And the Giants.
Because
they're both on 4-game winning streaks. That's
Giants, bro. Like, how
the Giants are going crazy.
How did they manage to keep winning these damn games?
Because so many people worried about Saquon, and then they mess up and see that the quarterback actually can throw now. He done learned the system.
And he can run. Clearly, according to this last week, where he had over 100 yards, yards rushing or something like that. It's crazy.
Yep.
Bro, it I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. It pains my heart to see the New York Giants win at this point, just because y'all know y'all friends with Capone.
I'm actually glad
I just don't want to talk about the damn helmet catch no more. I just don't want to talk about this shit. I'm over it.
Yeah.
You know he caught it with his helmet. God dang.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones had 11 carries for 107 freaking yards.
Yep.
You talking about a quarterback here?
We talking about Daniel Jones.
Danny Dimes.
We talking about the same dude that was running down the field with nobody in front of him and fell into a hole that didn't exist.
That man's shoestring tripped him up so bad. Like,
oh my god,
horrible.
The sniper.
Danny Dimes.
I'll say this in regards to my Falcons, just to touch on them. Hey, it was a tough loss, man. I'm still gonna stand by, and I said it on the show earlier. I think the rest of the season, Falcons can still go 8-3. This was one of the games I said that y'all, don't make faces over there. Damn it, I said it.
If they win that many games, then shout out to whatever conspiracy theorists is out there.
Okay, hold on.
I'll also ask whether you playing on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5.
You know what? You being disrespectful right now. Okay, so look, we got boat race because number one, we were already missing a DB. You know what I'm saying? And then AJ gets hurt in the first quarter, and then it's like defensive players start dropping like flies. I mean, you playing against maybe one of the top receiving cores. Shit, name me a receiving core that's better.
Like on an NFL team?
Name me a receiving core that's better than Cincinnati's receiving core.
Besides just Chase Young himself, who they got?
They got Chase Young, they got Higgins, and they got they got Chase Young, they got Higgins, and they got Tyler Boyd.
That sounds good.
Doesn't seem like there is anyone.
I mean, I see two different teams, like the Buccaneers, even though they're doing bad, from Mike Evans to Julio Jones.
Man, Julio Jones. You cannot. We're not talking about Julio Jones on Madden that's going to play every game for you. We talking about Julio Jones the last 4 or 5 years that, bro, he played one game this season.
Actually, the Dolphins, wide receivers. Yeah. The wide receivers ain't bad.
There's something that's close.
Actually, very fire.
The wide receivers. We're just talking about the wide receivers.
Y'all got two. Waddle and Tyreek Hill, right?
That's it.
And then the thing about Tyreek Hill, we gave him away, and we still dope. We got from Travis Kelce, Harmon, Juju Smith Jr. Man,
I'm gonna get into the reason why I hate y'all team for a second, and y'all are my backup team. So I became a Chiefs fan a couple years ago when I won a whole lot of money in the Super Bowl. But I'm gonna tell you why I hate your team. But okay, so you said Miami. Miami got two. They don't have the third. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Tyler Boyd or T. Higgins is all world, but when you put those three on the field at the same time, it's kind of hard to cover that shit.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The only other receiving core I could think of, and it's still a two person tandem in Philadelphia.
That's true. Because they are winning right now like crazy. I don't think did they lose yet?
No.
Philly still ain't lost yet.
Okay, yeah, they
Nope.
still undefeated. Yeah, they doing their thing.
So I said there's some tandems out there, but shit, the Cincinnati, when they, hey, you get Joe, hey, you ain't even got to give him no time, man. You can hit Joe Burrows 1,000,000 times and he's still gonna get up and throw the damn ball. Like
That's a fact.
that's one thing I can say about him. He don't care how many times he gets sacked. That motherfucker might get sacked 6 times during the course of the game. Had 2 interceptions and they still won by 14 points. And you like how?
That is a white boy for you right there. You ain't lying.
Let me tell you.
First 2 games.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I hate your team. And go ahead, audience, because I know y'all hate us talking about this shit. Listen, for fantasy purposes, I hate your damn team, bro. Like, you don't know who the hell. You know Travis Kelce's gonna get the ball. You just don't know how many yards he's gonna get. Like, who could ever predict 4 touchdowns with 25 yards receiving?
Oh, me? Because hell, because he literally crossed the line to the goal line and post you up like Shaq and just grab it. That's all he gonna do.
I like that. He
They
just
will
post
tell
you up like that.
Then this week, I'm trying to see who was it that went off. Was it Hardman?
Nico Hardman. It was
Yeah.
Hardman. He had 3. He had a receiving TD. He only had like 30, maybe 40 yards receiving, but he had like 20 something yards rushing for 2 touchdowns.
He's trying to be the number 1
right.
receiver.
And I'm like, Migo Hardman ain't did shit for me all year in fantasy football. And the week I drop his ass.
Of
That's what
course.
you get.
That never fit. I dropped Algier. He finally got a rushing touchdown this year.
Nah, you shouldn't have dropped Algier.
No, I should have. No, I should have.
No, okay. This is why I'm gonna say you shouldn't have dropped Algier, because if the Falcons are only going to throw the ball 13 to 14 freaking times a game,
Dude,
then
yeah, they were what, 8 for 13 this season?
Bro,
This week?
How the fuck do you only throw the ball 13 times?
I don't know.
Like that's
only unless you were in that game last year with Belichick where they only threw 2 times the whole game and it was windy and stormy. That's the only reason I can see. But
like, how are you okay with this being your? If you a head coach in the NFL,
and the offensive coordinator,
and I wasn't even singing Marcus Mariota's praises last week when he got Player of the Week. Like when he got Player of the Week, I was like, why? I don't understand how the hell you can be 13 to 14 and get a Player of the Week just because your completion percentage was good. Yo, this week I think he just threw for a little over 100 yards, and one of those passes went for 75 yards. So minus the 75-yard play, bro, he got like 75 yards passing.
Yep.
Put Ritter in the damn game.
You know what's crazy? I'm just looking at stats right now since we're talking about it. The top 5 leaders in passing. Number 1, sorry to say it, Patrick Mahomes. 2, Joe Burrow. 3 is Justin Herbert. No, nobody really talk about him, but he's dope. Number 4, believe it or not, I did not know his ass was on the list, is Matt Ryan. And then number 5 is Josh Allen.
You want to know why Matt Ryan on the list? Because he done turned the damn ball over so many damn times and given the defense so many opportunities that he has to throw the ball. It's not a good reason that he on the list, per se.
He playing like the old Phillip Rivers, ain't he?
Right. When you've accounted for, 11 interceptions, 9 fumbles, and we ain't even midway through the season yet?
Yeah. And then receivers, just the top receivers right now in yards. Tyreek Hill, number 1. Number 2 is Stephon Diggs. Number 3 is from Minnesota, Justin Jefferson. Number 4, again, from Miami is Waddle. And number 5, I forgot all about Buddy, is Cooper Kupp.
I ain't forget about Cooper Kupp. I was really. I'm not even gonna lie. I was
garbage, but Cooper Kupp is not.
I was hoping that he wasn't going to be in that top 5 on receiving just because
he still averages like.
But
8
he's
or 9
there. He's all right. So let's have that conversation. Me and EJ done had this debate, and
I had him on my fantasy team last year, so I get it.
it got made out to be as if it was a black and white conversation or a black versus white conversation. I'm not discrediting Cooper Kupp, but I feel like Cooper Kupp gets a lot of his yards based off of the scheme. Like, it's no way Cooper Kupp should literally dominate that offense as much as he does with the other receivers that he's had around him, but you're still getting 15 freaking targets a game, 16, 18 targets a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's literally being force fed, so the numbers have to be there.
And
Yeah.
keywords
I
that
mean,
you
but
said there
he's
are around
they
him.
put him in a position to be like that.
That's what you
They
said.
are putting him
Keywords
in the
there
position.
are around him. You said players around him. So yes,
Okay,
the
so
other players are he's playing a major superstar, NFL star position and role, and the people around him are like the 2000 Lakers. They are role players. And you come in, you do your role, you play what you're going to play. We still going to get Shaq and Kobe the ball, and everybody else, you score what you can, do what you're supposed to do, stay in your lane, get your rebounds, get your assists, and do what you're supposed to. And that's what's been built. It wasn't like that before Cooper Kupp came on the scene to the Rams. It's been put around him with, they want to take the top off with Odell and keep Cooper short because Cooper's good yards after catch. Running backs are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to get their swing out passes. They're going to get their rushing attempts up the middle. The way the Rams run the ball, they like to run it straight up the gut. But Cooper Kupp is there. He can be that deep threat. He could take the roof off the top, but at the same time, he's also your slot player. He also comes out of he comes off a furthest wide receiver out, wide out, and he cuts in the middle. And he takes a lot of them slot plays too. So he's an overall all around receiver.
when the last time you seen?
That's it. You haven't seen that since like
When the last time you seen?
Tim
When the
Brown.
last time you seen Cooper Kupp take the top off?
I mean, but he doesn't have to.
Was it?
He doesn't have to, but he can. But he can.
Yep.
Everybody knows he can. He can
That's a
run.
fact.
He can take the top off of a defense.
So y'all got
Just the fact that he's
who
just
was the
fact
top
that he's
five
on
again,
the field
Bax?
as a wideout.
Was it Robert Stevens you talking
He's
about?
going to demand two safeties.
Hold on. Who was the top five?
All right, number 1 was Tyreek Hill. 2 from Buffalo, Stephon Diggs. 3 from Minnesota, Justin Jefferson. Number 4 from Miami is Waddle, and 5 is Cooper Kupp.
All right. So is y'all got Cooper Kupp in your top five?
Of course, he's in my top 3.
For receivers, yeah.
Yeah, receivers.
All right. So if I went with that list right there, I would ask this question. Y'all don't think number 1? Okay, I didn't hear Where's Devontae Adams?
And that's you
He's
saying
not.
what I
He's
was
gotta be
thinking.
no-
I would have
Devontae
looked at
Adams gotta be-
Devontae Adams.
But he got to be what? Between 6 and 8?
I was gonna say where's Devontae Adams, because I would take Devontae Adams over Cooper Kupp. And
I would too.
Then you're not thinking about fantasy. Then you're thinking about just overall.
no, I'm talking about
if you're
not fantasy football. I'm talking about real football as an overall player.
Then I'm with you, but because I have that fantasy football mind, Devontae Adams gets his targets, but his targets are selective. How he gets the ball is selective as compared to Cooper Kupp, where he could be anywhere.
I got one more person. Okay, I got one more for you then. Coming off of suspension, DeAndre Hopkins.
I take DeAndre. DeAndre is great. He could take the top off. He's good at intermediate routes and short routes, only because of his yards after the catch ability, and he's a reliable receiver.
And there's one other person
but Cooper Kupp is the same.
One other person that's not on that list that I would take over Cooper Kupp. At least one other person. Jamar Chase.
Yeah. He's been doing like the last game, he went crazy.
Yeah.
Dude catch a screen pass and fucking turns on 4.2 speed like a light switch.
Right.
That's what I love about teams like that, because you know who's gonna get the ball. You still can't stop it.
Nope.
Yep.
That's where
even at full health. I was gonna say even at full health, I don't know if it was a whole lot we was gonna be able to do against them damn receivers, bro. Like that was a tall task, and that's why when we went through the games, and I gave y'all the 8-3, I told y'all that was one of them up in the air games that they possibly could lose. But see, we about to, bro. And when I say we, I'm talking about the Falcons. The Falcons have a very favorable schedule, and I know people are like, why are the Falcons even being brought up? Damn it, because it's my team.
All right.
I mean, would you
I actually
guys?
want to go to a Falcons game.
You say what, bro?
I actually want to go to a Falcons game. I really do.
Hey man, they at least playing good enough football that they're watchable at this point. I think we beat the Panthers twice. We can beat the Bears. We can beat the Commanders. We can beat the Steelers. We can beat the Saints. The Ravens is an iffy one. The Cardinals is iffy, and I think we can beat the Buccaneers. That pretty much finished out the schedule.
A lot of them teams kind of beating themselves right now. I don't know what the hell wrong with them.
Oh,
Like
Tampa
the
Bay
teams
is
that were good
horrible.
last year are not good right now for some reason.
And that's
Not
not
at
even
all.
Tampa Bay. I think the defense has given up on Tom Brady. Like,
Well,
put
okay.
us back out on the goddamn field again, bro. We just got off this motherfucker. Like, what are you doing?
What are y'all thoughts? What are y'all thoughts in regards to the preferential treatment that Tom Brady was receiving in regards to being able to go to Robert Kraft's wedding and skipping, I guess, whatever the Saturday practice was before that
That's
Sunday
crazy.
game?
This is my first time hearing that. For one. Two, if you've been with somebody for 20 years, ain't no way you telling me I can't go. I know you're going to invite me.
Yeah.
But then also too, Tom Brady usually goes to practice, and as a veteran, he does get a veteran day off, which he can take.
But I think this was the day before the game, though.
It's a you have practice on Saturday. If he uses
It's
he
a
has
20-year
earlier
vet.
in the week, he can do that. 20 plus years. The man's like what, 45?
So y'all basically
You
saying
telling
it
me
ain't
I
no.
can't rest my bones for a day.
It's no big deal. This the Saturday walkthrough where you get your game plan together and you're not there. You're off at you're off at the wedding of your former team owner.
Because it don't matter what game plan that
we are
the
talking about
coaches have
Tom
put
Brady
together for Tom Brady. Tom Brady, when he get on that field, it's Tom Brady.
I'm just asking. The team's struggling. The team is struggling already, and you already going through your. I'm just saying, put everything together though. The team's struggling already. Y'all done struggled on the offensive end. Y'all done dropped some games that quote unquote you shouldn't have dropped. You having your issues with your personal life. You done missed out on part of the preseason or whatever it was. It gave you the right to leave for that shit, and now you going to the wedding. Like, how do you think that translates over to the locker room?
I get it. I understand.
I can understand where you're coming from, but then honestly, everybody should be like, "That's Tom Brady."
And I'm actually surprised with all the shit that's happening with the sucking at football right now, going through divorce and whatever issues he may have that we don't know about. I'm surprised that man hasn't already taken time off from football.
Exactly.
I'm actually surprised.
He tried.
Yeah,
I think him and his wife had some shit going on.
But I think that's the only way he can actually get through shit without like totally crumbling. I think he needs football right now. Like football, we need him to do better. That's us thinking from either you're a Tampa Bay fan or you have someone of his on his team as a receiver or player. But other than that, bro, for real, Tom Brady should have been collapsed. He's a very strong person.
You know how I feel about Tom Brady.
Yeah, everybody loves Tom Brady. We still
everybody what?
Everybody, my bad.
I love Tom Brady.
Everybody respects Tom Brady.
I don't even, man. Damn Tom Brady, man. I
get it. We get it. We don't all want to relive the past trauma, so we're gonna keep forward. So
all of the pain and suffering that Tom Brady put me through.
And every other team and person who's a fan of every other team, it's fine. It's Tom Brady, and that's why I meant to say respect. You have to give Tom Brady respect. Yes. He put us all in pain. Yeah. We had the damn, what they call that, the ice game, the ice bowl, whatever the fuck, the Raiders and pick.
I don't know if it's all right. Let's get off the NFL real quick. Let's get out the NFL. Hey, who your college team bats?
To be honest with you, I try to keep up with college, but I'm not invested into it until I see when shit really finna hit the nitty gritty. I'm like, oh, now it's time to watch it. Like all
Okay.
these games are getting ranked and all this. Like right now, you see them Kansas teams doing their thing?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Goddamn, Kansas is not bullshitting. Yeah, that's all I can say. I see Alabama, they went down to number 6. Georgia doing their thing. Like I keep up with it, but me trying to watch it consistently. Woo, I try to, but I do keep up with a lot of it.
I think they just
Goddamn, I do.
They just did the show. Georgia ranked 1 still, Ohio State 2, Tennessee 3, Michigan number 4, Clemson at 5, Alabama at 6. A couple of big games coming up. I'm hoping that Georgia not overlooking down Florida toward that Tennessee game, and Tennessee playing against Kentucky this week. I think that's going to be a good ass game as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like it's a lot of good teams in the SEC. You know, I don't want to sit here and make it an SEC show knowing I got what is y'all conference? Is the Pac-12 pass?
Yeah.
We got Pac-12 fan and an
Pac-12.
ACC fan. Hey man, you still disowning you disowning Miami? Yeah, or you still rolling with
Bro,
them?
the Canes shot them, dog. The Canes, dog. I don't know what the Canes are doing, dog. They're not even shooting they self in the foot these days. They are using a semi-automatic. They are using Uzis and killing themselves, like straight up. They're not even shooting themselves in the foot, dude. Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about the game. Like literally. How do you up like 14 points going into the third quarter and you lose by like 21? It's ridiculous. I'm done. I'm out of here. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you
Bullshit that to Duke,
to Duke, bro.
to Duke. Are you kidding me?
I was waiting for some emotion to come out on this show, and here we go.
Now, it's two things with college football with me. I love watching it because of the energy. I love it because of the energy. They playing for the passion. Then the reason I kind of favor the NFL more, even though it's pretty much racist as hell, we're just going to be honest then. NFL racist is a fool. Like the face for some reason to me is like Steph Curry, which is Patrick Mahomes. I'm a light skinned nigga. All right,
That was hella funny.
but like college, I love the energy. I love the fact that they fighting for not even just draft selection. It's more like this is what I want to do. But like the NFL, if you play bad, you pretty much out of a job. Right. You out of one. They gonna walk around looking like Russell Westbrook trying to get rid of your ass. Can't. So I'm sorry, brother. I think he put his hands up. My bad.
Nah,
but
he's laughing.
I'm laughing, and that's there's some pain behind there.
Yeah. I mean, I love to see them players in college working their ass off, man. And then I've seen people in college get hurt, and that literally they whole family hurt because they was like, this is his dream. This is what they wanted. Mm-hmm. You see them go crazy if they won a game. You see the whole damn stadium hit the field. Like that's. I love all the passion. I've not went to a college game in years, but if I did go to one, I wanted to be something down here to where like Alabama and Georgia, if that ever happen again. I want to go to that.
You made a very interesting point, and it's funny the difference in the dynamic. There's a ton of opportunity available in college. So you'll see a quarterback that's at one school. Give you a prime example, Hooker. That went from Virginia to Tennessee. If he stayed in Virginia, would we be talking about him? Probably not.
Probably not.
He would still be just as talented. You know what I'm saying? But he wouldn't be getting as much shine, and he wouldn't have as many people around him. It's just interesting to see how people are able. It's a good thing and a bad thing because, as you said, NFL is racist. I see it in college football as well, where you got a quarterback. I'm trying to think the dude, Jacob Eason. I feel like Jacob Eason been in college for 1,000 years at this point. He done went from Georgia to Missouri, and I think he's somewhere else now. You know what I'm saying? Where he was supposed to be one of those crown jewels, and Obviously, you're not because you just didn't pan out in the situations. Hell, our fucking quarterback name is Stetson Bennett, bro. Stetson fucking Bennett. It sounds like, hey, look, Georgia fans, y'all see I got the shirt on, so get off me. The motherfucker's name sounds like some shit that you got.
It's from Stanford.
Bro, it sounds like some shit that you got in a Christmas package where the deodorant burns your underarm and the motherfucking cologne motherfucking smelled like some old ass man. Stetson Bennett. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why Georgia can't get one of these top tier quarterbacks, but I like the way the college game is set up, and it makes it a lot more competitive. I'll be happy when they move to what do they move to? Is it to 8 teams or 12 teams?
I just heard about it. I don't remember.
I think it might be 12. I'll be glad when they expand it.
Yeah.
Personally.
So I got a question then. So who's the best quarterback in college right now? Because everybody keep telling me it's the college the quarterback from Alabama, his name Bryce
Young.
Yeah.
It's Hooker is right there. I think AR, the quarterback out of Florida, he's good as hell. They record just don't show it.
Yeah, he is. He actually is very good.
I don't know what the hell going on with DJ Ukulele and Clemson. It's this name not Ukulele, but I'm just.
I was about to say, you talking about Sunshine, right?
Look, I tried to slide that shit.
You ain't slide shit in. Like, I don't know if you see my film. Like,
I call that man DJ Ukulele. I don't know. I know his dad worked like security for Khaled, and he was supposed to be the next best thing. Like, it's like he hit or miss. I think he got pulled this last game. There's a couple of them out there, but if you ask me, I think it's Hooker. I have to go with Hooker.
I bet you would.
Oh, that was funny.
Razorling checking there said it's Bryce Young. I'll pull it up real quick and see where we at. Where?
I'm looking at the top 5.
You can't look at the team.
You know what? We left CJ Stroud out. We left CJ Stroud out of the conversation. CJ Stroud might be DJ Ukulele.
You glasses.
Nah, it's not. It's ukulele. It's something. I'm saying it damn near right, but that sound like ugly ass. DJ Ugly Ass is what that spells.
Yeah. You glass. You glass. No ugly ass.
What I'm looking at, and tell me if you're looking at the same thing. I got CJ Stroud. I got Bryce Young. Will Levis. Ooh, the hell else did they? And Will Levis is out of Kentucky. And yeah, without me having to pull up a million other videos. Those are top 3 again from what I've seen with my own eyes though. I don't see how Hooker is not on this list.
Top quarterback, like passing or what?
The top 5 quarterbacks right as of right now.
Caleb Williams.
And see, they got
looking at what I see. Michael Penix Jr.
Who? Anthony
Kyle
Richardson.
Van Treat, Will Rogers, Frank Harris, Austin Reed.
Right. Hendon Hooker. Caleb Williams.
Let's see.
CJ Stroud.
Like for instance, Bryce Young, he number 29 on this list.
They showing that as current
right now. It just is just in passing, like passing yards.
Okay. I guess I'm looking at their rankings for the upcoming draft as of right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you can't look at it. You gotta look at like their stats now.
Gotcha.
Like,
yeah, that's what I was looking at, the now stats. I ain't looking at the draft.
But see, I think if we look at the now stats, we're gonna look at some teams that really, really don't play nobody, and some of them stats is gonna be crazy as hell based off of level of competition. But I said Anthony Richardson was person. Hendon Hooker, DJ Ukulele.
Yeah, I just saw it. I saw the way it was spelled, and I was like, I see how you can get that. That name is long as hell.
Ukulele it sound like ukulele, damn it. Ukulele. Shit. Now I don't even know what the fuck word is what.
You can what?
It's
You can
spelled
what?
like
You
it.
can lay
What?
It's spelled like
Ukulele.
it. It's
Hey.
spelled like ukulele.
Hey, let's do this, man. I'm gonna take a quick break back. So if you want to hang in with us, definitely you're invited. Hey, I got 2 things for you. So I sent y'all the little link.
I'm ready for that right there.
You ready for it?
I'm ready. I was listening to. I was like, oh no.
All right, so look, we gonna debate a topic, and actually, what I'll do, I'm gonna take the break, so you'll see the countdown on the joint, and when we come back, I'm gonna play a piece of the clip. You know what I'm saying? So I'll play a piece of the clip, and then we'll come back and we'll debate the topic. I'm just gonna leave it out there. I ain't gonna tell y'all exactly what we're about to talk about, but this is about to be a very interesting conversation. Ladies, if you are in the chat room, you probably want to stay tuned for this one because it goes real deep, the shit we about to talk about. Matter of fact, I'll give y'all a quick tease. Men that are identifying as women. That's what we're going to talk about when we come back. Hey, we'll be right back after this. Make sure if you didn't tune in to the hot seat, man, make sure y'all take a gander at the hot seat with my man EJ Thomas in the morning on the Country Road Show.
That's it.
Now if you know one thing, change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Never listen to the beat singing that same old song. It's like I'm tired of the same line, I'm tired of the same. Now if you know one thing, change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Never skipping the beat singing that same old song. It's like I'm tired of the same line, I'm tired of the same.
Hey yo, it's time to check the rap game, cause times is getting critical. Rhymes is getting pitiful, and heads been going hysterical for lyrical. Shit to knockin', rockin', bob your head too. I'm tired of the same line and tired of the same dude.
As a doggone matter of fact, my tape deck keeps feeding me back the essence of bull crap. Enough form of gun claps, discussing the war acts, violence and carjacks, raising the poor tax. People, let's relax and smoke a fat sack. Listen to Slim Pick and rekindle the soul clap. Correct your cataract, settle back in the Cadillac. Understand that you're feeling that Slim Pick. You needed that and know one thing. Change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. And we's the blame for the loophole and change the G in the game. And folks who don't want the same thing. Now if you know one thing, change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Never skipping the beat, singing that same old song. It's like I'm tired of the same line, I'm tired of the same. Now if you know one thing, change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Never skipping the beat, singing that same old song. It's like I'm tired of the same line, I'm tired of the same.
How did it feel when it hit the brain? Guess it can't be explained. I'm finding nirvana without going in vain like Cobain. Really can't see how you maintain without your hobby and sustain. Some seconds and some change the whole world of knowledge game. Interrupt your broadcast and rearrange your mainframe. Be it the slurage of the slang, it's working to the twang. Bet if it warm inside just like witches in the rain. Just keep your cool, don't shit your hands. No, we right with you, man. If one go down, then we all fall quick. So let's throw backs out like it's all nostalgic. Must one MoeCheeze, draw pick, all six, all shit. Y'all been hit with some whatchamacallit. That old thing back, polyester and all black, like it's pimped out. Yankee Doodle feather in your cap. Loving the way the kid voice reacts to the whack. Just relax and keep rewinding the track. It's just the same old
If you
song.
know one thing, change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Never skipping the beat, singing that same old song. It's like I'm tired of the same line, I'm tired of the same. Now if you know one thing, change gon' come. We gon' keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Never skipping the beat, singing that same old song. It's like I'm tired of the same line, I'm tired of the same.
Now if I know one thing, change gon' come. I'ma keep it rockin' till your brain go numb. Draw a pick, I'm here to explain to some the way the game can change. Cause certain things remain in vain. It's like I'm tired of the same line, and I'm tired of the same dude. And I'm tired of the way we gotta struggle to eat our food, and tired of the way we hustle every day to pay our dues. But fuck it, I'm just tired of shit. I refuse to
to give in. The way we live in should be forbidden, but it ain't. It seems as though it's become a way of life. And in this game, you gotta play it right, cause you only get one with no continue. So what's next on the menu? You had your appetizer, so let me lend you the knife and fork to eat your main course with. Muskogee got the force like in you, so make your choice quick and then you can rock with us. With the addition of MoeCheeze, it ain't no stopping us. The sky's the limit to a certain extent, without the gimmicks. And then out of nowhere, Slim Pickens with good intentions was sent to be that shoulder to lean on. This ain't HBO, but dream on.
New allegations about Walker's troubled past. A woman telling police that he had been having her house watched.
Police once confiscated a gun from him because they said the former football star talked about having a, quote, shootout with police.
There's more.
Rule number 3, you can't get this one. When I owned 100 houses.
Dr. Johnson, did you...
All right, y'all. You listening to It's a Long Story right now. I'm going to play something for y'all real quick. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can do this.
That's it.
All right. I'm going to play this for y'all. And it should be within the timer countdown as well.
Just Fox Soul, that debacle that they had you involved with in terms of female impersonator debating you. You talked to them why they would do something like that.
Well, no, the female, she wasn't dating me. It was a Fox Soul panel discussion, and Fox Soul deceptively
debating.
Did not warn me that they were having a surgically altered male on the panel to discuss women's issues. And I wasn't aware of that, and I would have still done the discussion. Because I don't shy away from anybody or any topic, but I wish I would have been told. I thought that was disingenuous on the part of Fox Soul, because as I always do, in showing my sister's respect, I constantly referred to him as a beautiful queen, and I constantly referred to Cynthia G as a beautiful queen, because that's part of my vernacular in interacting with our sisters. And when I got off the panel discussion, somebody sent me a text message and said, Dr. Umar, that was not a woman, that was a man.
Wow.
And they sent me a link to it, and so I did a seminar, and I told people I didn't appreciate it. I should have been told.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing against the surgically altered male. I ain't got nothing against you, but I had a right to know that you were not a woman. Here's what I want to say to that too, Bob and David. This is very important for all the black women listening. I have never been wrong on a political prediction yet, and I'm going to make another one right now. The power structure is going to start using these surgically altered black men to represent the official opinion of black women. And if black women don't stand up and make it clear that you do not have a right to speak for us, you do not have a right to speak for biological black women. You can speak for the transgenders, but you cannot speak for biological black women. You do not have a menses. You do not carry children. You do not give birth. You are not a biological woman. And the reason they have to do that is not to cause conflict. It's to make sure America knows that we are not, women are not going to stand by and let the white power structure use black men to erase the authentic opinion of black women.
Because there's been some transgender people that have gotten harmed by not revealing who they truly are.
And guess what, Bob and David? To that point you just made, that surgically altered male who was on that panel with us went on YouTube, and you can go and watch it, and did a whole diatribe against me and celebrated the fact that he felt he had tricked me into thinking he was a woman.
Wow.
He was happy and celebrating. And this is part of the hypocrisy. Y'all want all this respect, but yet y'all will maliciously and with deliberate intent try to fool men into mistaking other men as women. And then when you are offended against, you want the whole world to come to your aid, but you are not being honest about the fact that you are out here manipulating men and lying and deceiving heterosexual males into thinking you are a biological female and you are not. I don't hear none of the gay groups talking about the deliberate deception of surgically altered men and how they are manipulating heterosexual males into believing that they're biological women, which is causing a lot of harm. And I don't hear none of the LGBT groups holding these surgically altered males accountable for the attempts to deceive heterosexual men. Now, for me, I don't see how I could ever mistake a surgically altered male for a woman if I'm in their presence, because I believe that men emit a certain energy. We have a certain energy, and I believe our women have a certain energy. So I don't really see how you can be deceived in person that someone is a woman when in fact they are a man, because I think the energy speaks to you. You know, even if you're not certain, something says it don't feel right.
Like that Adam's apple.
A real woman, something is going to have you guessing. So, you know, no disrespect to the brothers who have been fooled in person by surgically altered men. I hope to God that would never happen to me. But that's not what this was about. I was not sexually attracted to that brother, not sexually attracted to that.
Well, I'm just glad he ain't trying to kiss you, because then he would have said, we go together now.
Nah, it was a panel discussion on Fox Soul, and nobody was looking at either one of those as a potential romantic partner. Not at all. I was there to simply, you know, lend some light.
I understand. They tried to.
Which I
All right, I'm gonna cut it right there. I know Bats is still on with us, so Bats will be joining us. I'll bring him back on when he jumps back on with us. So, all right, as Kurt said you was ready to talk about this one. Hold on, why are we getting the hold on and timeout?
I don't know. What we timing out about? Are we not allowed to talk? Pat's not allowed to talk? What happened?
About to find out.
I don't know. Like, we whispered.
He's drinking.
We whispered. Guys, can we talk?
We whispering like can't nobody hear us right now.
I know, right? Is he still watching the show and that's why he's telling us time out? Anyway, man, look here. I heard that. I heard. I listened to it earlier, and I agree with everything he said. You know, there ain't no debate, dude. What are you trying to debate? What is you talking about?
You talking about me? No. No. It's not a debate. Okay, what I wanted to discuss was his political prediction. And the political prediction that he made was basically saying that surgically altered men are going to, at some point, I guess, position themselves into the political platform. And because they're surgically altered and identify themselves as women, they will now, I guess, make up that ratio of women. They will, quote unquote, supplant themselves in to, how can I say it, in their mind, they will be part of the ratio of women and be speaking for women, but they are not naturally born women.
Okay. And okay.
So as he was saying, he was saying black women should pay attention to what's going on, because what's happening is you have a system that's allowing black men or men in general to now identify themselves as women. And now they're being placed into a political platform, and they're speaking as if they're speaking from the standpoint of a woman. And vice versa. So says altered female, but I don't know if we see that as much, an altered female jumping into the political platform. I think there are women that are lesbians, obviously, in a political platform. I think there are women that date other women, obviously, that are in the political platform. But I guess there's somewhat of a difference when, you know, it's a dude transforming himself into
A
A
woman.
woman.
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree with that. There is a difference. Um, can I see it happening? I can tell you the truth. And the reason I say that is because there has been see it's funny because for a long time I've always thought that they have tried to hide that LBG and the gay kind of community that goes on in political parties. They tried to hide it at one point until it's just recently now, like in the last, I want to say decade, that it's more open than what it used to be. So I could definitely see to the point where they have it they have a transformational woman. I don't even know if that's transgender or what. I don't.
That's
I don't.
right.
That's a transformer. Yeah. So I'm gonna say we have a transformer.
a, de- a
Getting up
Decepticon.
a Decepticon. Whew, thank you. Thank you. We have a Decepticon in a political position. And it can happen. And what he was saying was true, because these Decepticons are out here looking like real women. And if you're not careful, the wrong person, could fool you. Thank God
And
I'm
this is
married.
a serious
That way, though.
topic, but unfortunately, we're
We gotta
homeboys,
be,
and
yeah. So
this.
we do what we do. But yeah, no, it is
If you ever
because
want to know how conversations really go, look, we give it to you how we would really be having a conversation.
yeah. And it's a shame because you grow up. I mean, man, it's just yo. Well, hold on, not for nothing, but towards the end when he played the clip about when they were talking to the judge, towards the end of that clip that
Let's
you
see.
played, right, when they were talking to the judge, and the judge and the woman asked the judge to give a definition of a woman, and the black judge was like, I can't give you that definition. And then he actually explained what it is, why the black woman couldn't give a definition of a judge,
Let's
because
hold on. I'll play it. I'm gonna play it. It's got like 3 minutes. 3 minutes left on it. So I'll play it real quick. Yeah, we got you, Bats. We got you. I'm about to bring you in.
David, because Fox Soul did not have a woman on the panel to represent the black woman who believes she can coexist with the black.
And they knew that she wasn't a real woman, and they still didn't have no real woman on the panel.
And they still didn't have no room. Cynthia G is anti-black men. Obviously, the surgically altered male is anti-black man, because you literally gave up your testicles and put on some fake titties. So we know you are surgically altered. You don't support black men. They didn't have a real woman on the panel who supports black. Both of the female, the artificial female and the real female, both of them were anti-males. And I thought it was poor journalism on the part of Fox Soul. Normally when you do a panel, you have people who are pro and con. Pro and con. Both of them, the artificial woman and the organic woman, were both anti-black males. So where is the woman?
My bad.
That's going to represent the sisters who support black men and want to stand with black men. They had nobody on the panel to represent that.
Well, maybe that's why they asked the Supreme Court Justice Brown if she could identify what a woman was.
Absolutely.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition? No.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Shit, I can.
Not in this context.
So
I'm not a biologist.
The meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
Senator, in my work as a judge, what I do is I address disputes. If there's a dispute about a definition, People make arguments, and I look at the law and I decide.
And I think
it
a
all
lot of
ties in.
Because it's
a
all
lot
blurred
of people
down.
fail to realize that.
Okay.
No,
So,
but you gotta listen to what he says about it, and it's the truth.
all right, hold
Like,
on.
She
I
had
got
to
you.
answer that question the way that she did. People was like, she acting like she don't know what a woman is. It was a trap. She can't define it, Bobby Davis, because America has said that a man who wants to be a woman has a right to be called a woman. So she couldn't answer that. That was a trap. Judge Ketanji Jackson Brown answered that the way she needed to answer it. If she would have answered it and said a woman is somebody who gets pregnant, carries children, has a menses, they would have tore her up and said, so what, are you anti-LGBT? They would have tore her up. She knew what they were trying to trap that woman. So I understood why she answered the question that way. It's not that she don't know what a woman is. It's that America doesn't know.
No, that's right. The
See? You see what I'm saying? And that's true. That's straight up truth right there.
So, Paz, what do you think in regards to, well, the entire topic? And, the main question that I had from it was surgically altered men supplanting themselves in politics and representing a female and a female's opinion. Like, do you see it coming? And what's your thoughts on it?
Of course you see it coming, but at the same time, my thoughts on it, as far as a man representing himself as a woman, whether he did or did not get, or shall I say she, whichever, you pick one, whether just, I mean, a man, no matter what he decides to do, no matter, and this is my belief, no matter how many women he hangs around and tries to get opinions from to understand their point of view or things of that nature, he's still a man when it comes down to it. Biologically, like my man said, yes, that is a man. And so some of his statements, even though as feminine as he wants to make them to represent women, he still has the way in which he words it won't even be the true way that a woman words it. It's never gonna happen. He can word it. It can sound as feminine and represent feminism as much as he wants it to sound like that. But ultimately, I believe like a true woman would definitely have worded it different so that everyone understands directly from what's coming out of her mouth. I just don't think it's just like the abortion thing. Like I believe a man doesn't have a right to tell a woman what to do with a kid. If she decides to keep it and he doesn't want to keep it, that's between y'all. But other than that, like, she's gonna do what she wants to do. But that's a true woman's opinion.
Hold on, how about this then? How about a better way? I think a better way of saying it, Paz, is that a man thinks one way and a woman thinks another. And no matter what that man becomes later on in life,
right,
the thought process or the thoughts
No, he can. You know what? He can do everything that he physically sees a woman do. He can replicate that as best he can. But there does hit a wall where he just can't be a woman. He just can't do that. He just can't make that decision.
Or have them emotions.
Or have the emotions tied to making a decision that a true woman would normally make. He's still a man ultimately. It don't matter what you say when he hit the pearly gates.
Hold on, Bats, jump in here. Jump in here, Bats.
Give me the question, then I'm gonna go all the way on. I was listening. I told you I'm good at listening. So give me the exact question. I know.
So you heard the interview, and it was Dr. Umar Johnson, and he made a political prediction. His political prediction was to black women to say that basically the system is being set up where unnatural black men are transforming themselves into women, and soon they'll be representing the women quota or the women ratio in politics, and they'll be making decisions as a woman for women when they weren't naturally born women. So
But the thing about that is, to me, that has been happening for the longest. It just wasn't. They just wasn't surgically prepared people doing it.
right, it was just white men
That's what
doing
I'm
it.
gonna say. Yeah, it just. But then at the same time, you have women that be like, "What the hell he know? All this and that." Like he said about the abortion. You seen the commercials going around. He does not support abortion. You know, what if they're raped and what if the could possibly die from this birth and all of that like that. But how this world is, anything that happens now got to have its own committee, its own council me, its own me too, its own something. So a lot of this stuff, I stopped being shocked about it a long time ago. I like this work getting crazier and crazier. You could sue a motherfucker for tripping and falling. So to me, the fact that so many people are now confident in themselves is what I do appreciate. Because before, you would get people that will literally get hurt for coming out of this closet that they was in. So now you got people. I'm gonna just give you a name, Dwayne Wade. He got so much slander for his son or daughter or whatever you want to classify that person as.
Right.
So I actually am fine with it. Like my oldest daughter, she's 13, and she told me straight up, I don't like boys. I'm looking like, well, shit, me neither. Well, thank you. So serious. But I'm so more open minded to the world now because it has no choice but to change and evolve and elevate in whatever way it's going. It's going. It just is, and people can't do nothing but accept it. Like right now, that's why I like listening to a lot of old school music because I can't get in touch with none of this shit today. I can't. What they got? Drill music? I'm not in the army. I don't want to listen to no goddamn drill music. Whatever the hell going on out here. But I love the topic for one. It's just like, for instance, didn't they have a debate on? I think it was a man or sexually altered man or woman trying to play or swim with the women, or one man was trying to be surgically prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what's the fucked up thing? Okay, so you can also have a woman that was born and she has more testosterone, and now the Olympics want her to take they want her to take drugs to lower her testosterone, saying that she has an unfair competing events. How is my natural born gift unnatural competing advantage?
That is funny to me because I know a female right now. I don't know her that well, but she has these things called. She always tell us it was strong hormones because she literally has a mustache. She looked like Angela Bassett on when she played Tina Turner. You know how strong she was in that movie. She looked just like her on a regular day, mustache, beard, and all. But she is actually a cute female. But you can just see the hormones and everything coming out of her. There ain't no reason for me to bash or down her like, oh my goodness, you need to be with them, or you should have been lifting weights, or I don't know. But there's so much going on. Cause like I tell my son, I might mess with people. Like I call them little roast sessions. I teach my son how to talk about people all the time. I tell him, I'd be damned if you gonna be the butt of any joke. I'd rather you know how to go back and forth with somebody than you have your feelings hurt running to me.
Right.
That's just me. I ain't telling them to go around like calling white people just cracker you and no. But you ain't just gonna let nobody talk about you though.
Hey, there was something I wanted to hit y'all with. I always seemingly somewhat play devil's advocate.
Somewhat, always, somewhat.
I'm just saying. All right, here's what I was thinking about while y'all were talking. In all actuality, there is a difference between a woman and a female.
That's a fact.
So these men that are identifying themselves, and I'm just, maybe I just had an epiphany, but I'm saying this for everybody who has had. Maybe I don't have an issue with a quote unquote a person identifying themselves as a woman based off of the definition of a woman, but you could never be a female.
Yep.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could get down with that. The only
And it's
thing,
a weird dynamic when you really look
see,
at.
the thing about it is you have to be like you're using like you're saying, all right, never be a female, but then a woman. A woman is, but a woman is a female.
All right, so
You
all
know,
right, Pete,
it's
this
per se, per se, per se.
a female by definition, of or denoting the sex that can bear offspring or produce eggs, distinguished biologically by the production of ova, which can be fertilized by a male. You know what I'm saying? So the definition for a woman kind of sort of gets, you got different definitions, but it's supposed to be an adult female, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you got other definitions that don't necessarily say that it has to be an adult female, but I feel like those definitions have been added in for the comfortability of society, or for comfortability of the Western world. I ain't even gonna say society, for the Western world, because shit a lot different over here than it is other places.
Of course.
I was having a conversation with somebody about, matter of fact, I'll ask y'all the same damn question. What do y'all think the legal age for drinking should be? Do you think it should be changed? Should it stay at 21? Should it be lowered, or should it be increased, and why?
Lowered.
Yeah, it should stay where it is.
All right. Pat said stay where it is. You said lowered. That's what you got.
Oh my goodness. Whew. Y'all don't understand. I'm a manager for a pretty much a retail corporation, so I actually get the opportunity to sell beer and liquor quite a lot. To me, I actually think it needs to be raised.
Raised.
This is just me because I put like this. You know, a bottle of soda, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, Coke, anything like that, costs about $2.60.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know one of them big ass tall cans of beer costs $108.
Right.
I'd rather all of it. I'd rather the price, not the price, but the age go up, because it just so much irresponsibility, immaturity, no caring. You got too many accidents, shootings, fights, literally car accidents. People thinking they cool, so they drinking and driving. It just, I think when you take something from somebody, they know how to act for a little bit, at least. But I don't drink. So.
All right, and I say lower because I'm just thinking like how you have the kids, or like if a lot of teenagers, you say no, don't do this, and that just make them want to do it even more.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
you said keep it the same.
So
yeah, I say keep it the same, because you got to realize, like, a lot of your 16 to 20-year-olds are on that real thing, like, I'm gonna do this even though I know my parents said don't do it, and I'm a little older to explain it to me, but I'm gonna still go out and do it just to see what happens. And it's just a little bit more, like Bat said, it's a little more immaturity. Kids got to learn, and that's the time for them to bump their heads. So keep it where it is, because they know they have to get to this specific point. I feel like a lot of youngsters are still going to try and press their luck until they actually hit like where they're supposed to be in order to drink legally. Not order to have to worry about it or whatever. They're still going to press themselves. So keep it at 21. I know it may seem like I'm saying that kids are going to go ahead and just, go all of the hill between 16 and 20. I just feel like it gives them a chance maybe just to bump their heads a little bit early. So by the time they get to 21, maybe they learn something and they can go ahead and just do it normally. And hopefully you learn something in that time and are able to just take in what you learned a little bit younger. Now that you're 21, you can drink legally. Hopefully you take that responsibility with a little more for lack of better words.
Okay, so my question, real quick to y'all.
Devil advocate, you can say the same thing about when Lauren age, because
Right.
and the only reason I can say this is literally because in Jamaica, I mean the drinking age I think is I think it might be 18,
16.
but there's no real 16.
I
All
think
right,
it's
and I was
16.
about to say there's no real no real age, because I mean you could be like 13 and sit at a bar and drink, right? And the thing about it is, it gives you a sense of being responsible at an earlier age. You know, and that's the thing. Now, don't get me wrong, like you gotta have the right people around you too. You know what I'm saying? Like I honestly, you wouldn't want me around you at the you know what I'm saying, back in the day. Like I'm the wrong person to drink around.
So for the most
Plain
part,
and
and I'm gonna throw y'all a couple of nuggets real quick. So for the most part, if you look worldwide, the legal drinking age is 18.
18. Yeah.
Which that changed in sometime in the 80s. There was a law that was passed that changed the legal drinking age in the United States. Now, the reason that law was passed was basically states wanted to get state funding for whatever highway projects was going on around that time. And the government basically gave motherfuckers an ultimatum. Either you change your state law as far as the drinking age limit, or you don't get the state funding. So that's the real reason all these states adopted the new drinking law or age law. So again, it's 18 is the average drinking age. Canada is 19. The United States is one of the like the United States and a couple of other places, but very small, are the only people that have a 21-year-old drinking age limit. Now the other one I'll throw at you.
I bet you that we're the people that have the most like underage drinking and the most like fucked up people.
I was gonna say, if you just look at stats, I think 16 to 20-year-olds is about 15% DUIs. 21 to 24 is 27%. 25 to 34, 26%. 35 to 45 is 23%. 45 to 54, 19, and then it goes down after that. You still got your old folks out here getting it in every now and again. But what about the argument for those that would say, all right, the age limit is 18. It used to be, or it's 21. It used to be 18. It's okay for me to go into the military. It's okay for me to have a job. It's okay for me to pay my own bills. Now, I don't think it should be 18. But, and I don't even want to say it out loud because my child might be up and she might be listening. But you said, no, that doesn't mean that makes it legal. I'm like, I could see 19 or 20. To be honest, I could see 19 or 20. I'm not going to be an advocate for pushing it to be lower, but I could see the argument for 19 or 20.
Y'all ever seen The Color Purple?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all know how old Celia was when she got given to Mr. Right?
She was like,
she's about 14, 13?
Exactly. Nowhere near 18. I'm talking about nowhere near it. Gonna take care of a whole family. Now, the thing is, it's out there. When you graduate high school, you're pretty much an adult. Life gonna slap shit at you. Because your parents can put you out. You can do whatever you want. You could go to an actual prison for adults now. You ain't no teen no more. Ain't no youth detention, nothing. You an adult. Now, I do understand the age of 18, but like I do understand where they come from by the laws of them still not knowing shit.
Right.
Not book smart. I'm talking about outside street smart. You still don't know a damn thing. You don't know real life consequences yet. You don't know how to. There's just so much that the brain that they got ain't developed yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all experience. We know we ain't finna just go out, drink, drive, and goddamn have 2 white women in the back. No, we're not doing all of this. But
I'm sorry, I had to cover my face on that one.
But I understand lowering it, then I understand raising it, because hell, even when you keep it the same, you still got people that'll go get this alcohol for these young folks.
True.
So to me, you could make a law, but they'll still find a way to bend it, break it, and do what they want.
And I guess that's my take as well. It's like, think about when you was in high school. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I was probably drinking every day after my 10th grade year, easy, and it wasn't hard to get it. You know what I'm saying? Hell,
Exactly.
by junior year, hell, you go get it yourself because you knew somebody that worked at the gas station somewhere.
Yeah, the quick stop at my house at 15, he was just straight up selling to me. I walk in like, "Hey, what's up?" He'd be like, "Hey,
We
what's
ain't
going
care
on?"
I ain't care. I didn't care if I had to drive to the other side of Columbus. You know what I'm saying? But that
Nah,
one person was gonna sell it.
That probably put it on Forest Road.
You already know.
But it was right around the corner from my house. I didn't even have to go far.
But I just understand it because wasn't the higher percentage of the would you say drinking and driving what it was? When it was like 21, 24, I think you said, or
Yeah.
was it after?
21 and 24. Yep.
Exactly. Then I said the limit should have been 25. Look at Jesus.
I mean, 20.
What
Here's the thing though about that: 25 to 34 is 26%. 21 to 24 is 27%. They ain't too far off.
Yeah,
It ain't.
so yeah, I'm about to say they really right there. Yeah.
I mean, you pretty much got from 21 to 34. You had to win it 6.5%.
I think what it is really is the longer you try, like I said, the longer you try and keep it, like, and here's the basis of everything I gotta say right now is, it all depends on the person themselves. How they are raised, if they are raised with responsibility or not. If you are not, you know what I'm saying, and it all depends on if that person is a responsible person or not. Nah, I can't even say that. Because I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to talk about that situation my damn self.
But
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely understand like that though, because that what you said falls under a lot of households. Not all, but a good majority. Because if, like I said, I done seen parents drinking with their underage kids.
Right. Because they rather them drink with them than drink with somebody they don't know or just met or trying to be friends or something like that.
I thought about that with my kids too. And then, I've had a change of heart about that shit.
Right.
You're gonna have a million changes of heart, bro. Watch. They're still small. Wait till they turn 16, 17, and then you really you like, oh fuck.
And then the worst part is, for me, it feels like it feels like these kids nowadays, they just, no matter how much responsibility you trying to instill in them, how much they just don't get it.
They lazy as hell, bro. The kids is lazy as fuck. Lazy.
Look, I look at my nephew, dude. My nephew did not even get his license till he was like 19, 20.
Bro, do you know the day a motherfucker turned 15, 16, it was like, let's go get this license.
Yeah, no.
Let's go get this permit.
Bro,
that's what happened to me.
It was one of the only days I woke up. I woke up so early to have my license. I was up ready. 6 o'clock in the morning. I was ready to go get my license.
And the big little brother is always behind. It was not like that for me. I got my license when I was 24.
You must stay in New York and shit.
Nah, he was in Cali.
I was in not.
Then you was in Atlanta.
No, he was
at 24. I was already in Atlanta.
Yeah, I was.
I had been in college.
You didn't have a car though. You didn't have a car.
True, but thank you for thinking the same way I did. If I don't have a car, what's the purpose? I have an ID. I'm good. Like I got my California state ID and I got my Morehouse ID. I think I'm good. I don't need to.
But then you forget, like we were driving.
Yeah, and I know you guys were driving, but at the same time, like I trusted y'all to drive.
Did you ever have to drive? Did you ever have to drive anybody's car before you got a license?
Yes, and it was funny because he probably don't even.
I'm talking about one of ours.
Yes, nigga, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, yeah, we had to drive my car, and it was a stick shift.
Bust a left, it was a stick shift. Yeah, I can't put this bitch in gear. He's like, "Can you drive a stick?" I said, "I've driven around with my moms to think, but it don't matter if it's a stick. Like, it don't matter that it is a stick. All sticks aren't the same. Like, everything doesn't release the same and shit like that. So, man, I try to drive Kurt. I just try to bust a left and put it
And he
in
couldn't
gear.
do
It
it.
just would not go. As compared to, y'all remember Sean Parsons? I drove his car. He taught me how to drive a stick along with my mom before I even came to college. So, to me, I knew how to drive a stick, but Kurt's car had a little difference.
Kurt
Our
drove
little,
that shit recklessly.
It was a speedy. It was a speed. It was them Hondas.
in old school A's, we call them hoopties, right? You know what I'm saying? So Kurt's hoopty just wouldn't work for me. So Kurt was like, "Hey, you gotta drive." I'm like, "All right." So we switch seats. I get in. I can't get in. I can't get in gear. But then after that, like a cop car pulls up to the light opposite of us. So luckily the light turned, so I couldn't turn. So the cop just had to sit there. But he was definitely gonna go first before me. So now I'm trying to get this shit straight. And Kurt's like, "All right, you got to do this, do this." He says, he's like, "Just practice." I don't know how you're even telling me this, bro. You're not even looking at me. You are looking at your own passenger seat belt. Do you know where that's located? So you're looking at the passenger door, my nigga. You're not even looking at me. He's like, "Yo, you gonna have to." He's like, my car is a certain way. You just gonna have to try it a couple times. I'm like, "All right." I let him know. I was like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, the police light gonna turn first." He's like, "I know where I'm at." He was like, after they go by, you try to get it in gear a couple of times. Ain't nobody behind us, so I ain't got to worry about waiting on nobody or somebody waiting on us. Bro, I put that joint in the gear. I got it across the light, and then I did something, and Kurt was like, "No, stop." I had to pull over. Kurt was like, "Fuck it, I'll drive. You just direct me and keep me off the curb." And that's it. And that's it. That is that one drive that I told you.
And I
where
got
you
in the
was
car
drunk,
and we drove off.
and
We drove off.
we drove all the way to the crib with no problems after that. Because Kurt was like, "No one else is driving my car for the night. Like, it's not gonna happen." And I love my little blue car, and we gonna get you home, baby, and we gonna be home. That's cool. And that was it. That was
All right. Before we get up out of here, yo, I got some random. What you got, Kurt?
I don't know how I picked this up. World's dirtiest person has died at 94. Hasn't showered in 60 years.
The world's dirtiest person. Like who the hell is the world's dirtiest person?
Or was.
What the hell?
It's a new one now.
Oh no!
He died at 94.
World's dirtiest person.
You about to make me pull some shit up.
Yep, I sure am.
Check this out.
Hold on, I got some random questions for y'all before we get up out of here.
Look, he took a shower and a few months later he died.
He took a shower and a few months later
He died.
So the dirt was keeping him alive. Maybe the dirt, you know what? That makes sense. So he took a shower. He washed off
his first bath in over 60 years.
He washed off. He washed off the coat of dirt that was protecting him from germs. That shit was probably catching all the germs and all the excess shit before it even got to him. And then he washed all the shit off.
Part is the people made him take a shower. It wasn't they forced him into a shower. Like he didn't want to take it.
Sounds like murder. Sounds like murder to me, sir.
Yeah.
Just because the person didn't die immediately doesn't mean that you didn't kill him.
Nah, I don't know how I they said he took world's dirtiest person to new heights.
Yeah, well, clearly
he would drink 5 liters of water a day from puddles.
He would drink 5 from puddles.
Smoked animal feces out of a pipe.
Apparently, animal shit out of a pipe.
That was supposedly healthier than cigarettes.
So literally, he got high as shit.
His favorite food was rotten porcupine.
You said his favorite what?
His favorite food was rotten porcupine.
Rotten porcupine.
Yeah, he got high off shit.
Bro, he is out here living like Schmeagle
Right, important. Not
and living longer than most people who are like.
Can you
in a
see that?
shelter, got clothes and food?
Do you peep the fingernails, nigga?
How many cigarettes is he smoking at one time right now?
Nigga, look at the fingernails.
Bruh, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. He's
That
smoking
nigga said he
4.
out here looking like Smeagol. That's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, do you see the fingernails?
Yeah, that's pretty awful. I want to pull it up, but I didn't. I kind of sort of don't. All right, look, I got some random questions. Don't ask me where these came from. So these are random questions that came in from a listener for the cast. So y'all ready? What is the weirdest food combination that you enjoy?
Ooh, I don't know if it's weird, but I like to when I have mac and cheese and like pork and beans or baked beans. I don't know why, but I mix them bitches together.
Yeah. I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong with that.
Somebody just seen me do that shit last week. They were like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, but like, no, this is like
Nigga,
this is a great combo.
If it's
It
on
really
my
is.
plate, I mix it all together. I don't give a
Right.
damn what it is. If it's on my plate,
I mean, the weirdest thing, and I'm not gonna say I enjoy it anymore because I mean I haven't had to make one, luckily. But if you know what I'm saying, a pocket,
Yeah.
a pocket.
I haven't had to make one in 4 years. I understand though.
A pocket, bro. And y'all don't know what a pocket is. So a pocket is broken up ramen noodles. Let's just say you put it in a chip bag. You're gonna break up the ramen noodles. You're gonna take maybe some chips added to it, or bread if you got some bread. You're gonna take some kind of meat, preferably a summer sausage. You know what I'm saying? Or a Slim Jim with it, and then you break up
with
little
the cheese, and you get the cheese. We call that goulash. I know exactly what you're
But see, you gotta heat it all the way up. So once you heat it up, you gotta fold it. You gotta fold it over. You know what I'm saying? You fold over and you put some pressure on it, and it locks up. You know what I'm saying? And it come out, and that's what's called a pocket, bro. I promise you. The first time I watched motherfuckers eat these motherfuckers, and I was like, "It is no way in hell, bro. I'm not eating no fucking pocket." They're like, "Bro, you just gonna eat them regular ass noodles?" Yes, I'm gonna eat regular ass noodles, and I'm gonna chop this up and put it in there. And they're like, "Man, just eat this pocket."
Until you find out it's something with some flavor.
Bro, they had spaghetti. Look, motherfucker had spaghetti one day. Motherfucker had some extra spaghetti sauce. Bro, motherfucker said, "Bro, taste this shit. It tastes like lasagna." I said, "If this shit don't taste like lasagna, me and you gonna fight." Bro, I taste that shit and it tasted like lasagna, bro. I was sold. From there on, I was sold.
I already know.
So I'm gonna go with a pocket for sure.
Okay.
Pass. Weirdest food combination.
Weirdest food combination for me? Shit, bro. I just eat like whatever. I think it's been like more recently, like where like I ate like ribs from the restaurant I work at, along with mac and cheese, and they got red beans and rice. They don't have baked beans. The dude's from New Orleans, so he cooks a little different. And then
I don't know why that
2 hours.
actually did sound like a weird food combination to eat red beans and rice and macaroni and cheese. I don't know why. Something about that.
I've done it.
I just had to try it from, I guess, his aspect. I've done it before, but I just had to see it from there. You know, in Cali, my dad, you know, made barbecue plates and stuff, so I always had his red beans and rice. But then, you know, his baked beans, but then his red beans and rice come from like my aunt or uncle who are Spanish, cooking and whatever. Make a combination, make food, get food, eat. But that, and then like a couple hours later, eating like a burrito and ribs.
You just sound greedy as hell. Is what you
bro,
sound
like
you got a tape
hours. Like.
Yo, that's one thing. One thing I have learned about not drinking is I am always hungry.
Look here, man.
I just eat
Thanksgiving,
a ton, bro. Like I eat a
Thanksgiving dinner at my house. Let me tell you, like we done had on my plate at one time ham, collard greens, rice and peas, mac and cheese, oxtail, goat, fucking brown stew chicken, and that's on my plate. I mean, ambrosia.
Ambrosia, oh snap! That's one of my grandmother's
and
favorites.
that's on one plate, and I mix all that shit together.
You mix everything up. You one of the people that put everything in a big ass pile and eat everything at the same time.
Nigga, I just.
He ain't saying
Bro,
nothing
I
about no
don't
cornbread
I
though,
get
man.
everything. I
Yeah,
get
what happened to the
everything
cornbread?
You know,
except the ambrosia,
crumble
bro.
up
You
the
gotta
I'm
be
not,
cornbread
I'm
on
mixing
not
it
there.
too
up.
big. No, I'm not too big on
The
cornbread.
cornbread Claude.
Nah, or
Yeah,
grits,
bro. Corn grits, I like that.
or grits. I ain't big on grits.
Don't act like that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with
Actually,
catfish and grits, bro.
Yeah, catfish and
me-
grits, salmon and
two
grits.
things. Two things. One, I put hot sauce on my pizza. That's one.
Frank's, is
It's
that
not
Frank's?
bad.
You put that shit on everything?
It could be Franks and
I
Crystals.
don't put ranch on. Actually, I don't put ranch on nothing. I actually can't
Ranch is
No,
stand
no,
putting
nasty.
Frank.
ranch on wings.
No.
Ranch is
Frank's hot
nasty.
sauce.
Blue cheese.
Not
I'm with
butter.
him.
What's
Ranch.
Hot
it?
Yeah,
sauce with it.
most people
Ranch is
don't realize a
disgusting.
lot of these dressings are mainly made out of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise
Yeah.
Right.
based. That's all
Yeah.
it is. But with ranch seasoning packet. All right then.
But
Two.
here's a
Well, two.
twist. Where I work
Yeah.
at, my restaurant, for their blue cheese, they make their ranch and blue cheese. For their blue cheese dressing, their base is ranch dressing that they
Yeah.
make,
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. And them
Yeah.
and
crumbles.
then they just add
Ain't
blue cheese
nothing.
crumbles, and it
That
just
shit's
takes it
disgusting.
over.
It's not.
Yeah.
That is not blue cheese. That is some bullshit.
To me, it's not blue cheese, but it gets the job done when you don't have blue cheese at y'all. So
But it is one food that threw me off because when I first moved to the country down here in Georgia, cornbread. Now I didn't know cornbread was took that literal
oh, it's
because
serious.
it was literally corn in the
Yeah.
bread,
Right.
and I spit that shit out so fast.
It was corn. Hold on. It was
It
corn
was
in
real
the bread.
corn. So he
Who the
probably never
fuck?
had real corn
You ain't
cooked
never had
into his
that?
cornbread.
You ain't
Nah,
never had real
I've had
corn
it
in the
with.
bread?
Yeah,
Once.
my people don't just go around putting corn in the damn bread though.
No, I've had cornbread. I've had both. I've had cornbread and I've had corn bread with
Bread,
corn in
right.
the bread. I've had both.
Nah, dude. Whoever's out there with, I don't know. Maybe it might be okay because you get the little, you know what I'm saying, from the corn. But nah. I'm good.
No, the restaurant I
Yeah,
work at, like I said, it's a
Nigga,
barbecue
the
spot.
restaurant you work
They
at got a
make
whole
their
bunch of shit,
cornbread
don't
with
they?
real corn.
You got some old random ass shit at your restaurant. All right, hold on. I got.
Bro, it's good eating, bro. All you got to do is come to Brookhaven, bro. I got you.
All right, I got another one for you. If you could choose a new name, what would it be? I'll take this one, although I'm giving away a secret. So before the artist, Young, is her? Does she say Young M.A.? Or is it
Yeah.
Young Ma? Okay.
It's Young M.A.
Yeah.
Before she came out, probably 10 years before she came out, that was my Vegas name. So whenever we went to Vegas, I was always Young M.A. And motherfucker would be like, what does it stand for? And it was Michelangelo. Don't ask me why.
You know what? I would stick with my my alias, Dutch Johnson.
Dutch Johnson.
Dutch Johnson.
I would stick with my alias, Dutch Johnson. That would be a different name. Yeah, definitely. That shit just it went so good. Like everybody thought it was Dutch Johnson.
Actually, the name I would use is the name I use when people always ask me what my name is, and I fuck with them. Jebediah.
Jebediah.
A true slave name right there.
Jebediah.
I tell people all the time, what's your name, Jebediah?
Nah, you damn near want to ask him. Wait, bro. Are you the first black Quaker that I met? Jebediah.
I actually did use that on white people. I used to be the head chef at a couple of restaurants, so every time they would be like, Jebediah, damn it. That's all it was.
Paz, what you got?
Oh, bro, I would actually take my Twitch name or Gohan, and my favorite character, my favorite Dragon Ball Z character, because no one knew how Gohan was. It always came up kind of later.
So you're just gonna be walking around here as Gohan Law.
Yes, sir. 96 on Twitch. I'll be on right after the cast. So come holler at your boy while I play Battlefront. Get on.
No, okay.
Follow
Now
your boy.
I'm just gonna say That was my nickname. If I were to
Okay.
be able to change my name, I would probably steal my nephew's name.
Okay.
Lincoln Duquesne.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like he has probably one of the hardest names ever on the planet. Like Lincoln Duquesne. Right. When your name come over on a resume and they see Lincoln Duquesne,
they don't know what the hell to think.
Hey, this guy right here. I don't know what he does, but we got this rocket science program. Hire him.
Right.
I mean, you gotta. Hey, that's why when we was naming my kids, I was thinking this shit. Like, you gotta understand, Maverick River Morrison.
Maverick. When he sent me the name, I said Maverick. Look, this guy. Maverick.
Maverick River Morrison. And my daughter, Winter Evelyn Morrison.
Winter.
Winter is coming.
Winter. Her name's Winter. She's got to be white.
Them names sound like the white boy that was from Django.
But you know what? That's what I had to. I'm trying to give him a leg up. I ain't even finna lie. Like, that's exactly why I was
Hold
like,
up. Bats, you said them names sound like what?
Django.
You seen Django?
Yeah.
The white boys on Django? He was when he was first looking for him, the Brittle brothers. Big Rob, Lil John.
Because you know what? I was saying to myself, especially now, like how you just send in a resume and people they don't even look at you. They look at the resume. They look at the resume. They Winter Morrison. Or they Maverick Morrison. They got a leg up already because they don't know what. They probably think they white. They got a leg up already. All right, cool. I'll take it.
All right. I got one last one before we get up out of here. This is the last one.
All right.
I actually like this one. This is kind of so if you could live as an animal for 1 year, what animal would it be and why?
A sloth.
You a fool, bro.
Hands down. A sloth.
Oh man, way to hit the inside joke with that one.
Thank you.
A sloth. You be out there slothing
all day long. Slothing that.
Yeah. All right. The reason he went with sloth, we give you an interesting fact. So you know how long it takes for a sloth to have sex?
I don't.
Literally, the whole act, I think, happens like within 15 seconds. Like just
everything from beginning to end.
From beginning to end, it's like 15 seconds. Is over. Now, guess how long it takes? Guess how long it takes the motherfucker to get to the pussy though.
That'd probably take a whole goddamn 2 days, probably.
Shit, this shit takes some months.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It takes some months for this motherfucker come down out the tree, get to the mate, and for 15 seconds. Seconds of pleasure. The sloth makes Van Halen's song totally, you know what I'm saying? That's literally what it is. He literally he don't even get a full pump in. Like, done deal. So if you could live for a year as an animal, what would it be and why?
Oh, was y'all going first? I was just waiting.
All right. So I'm thinking, and I gotta take life expectancy into account here. So we gotta think about how long certain animals live. Although it would be really fun to fly, I don't know what the fuck the life expectancy of a fucking bird is.
Oh, that's a long time too, especially if you're talking about like a hawk or something like that. Oh yeah, them motherfuckers don't play.
All right, so I'm thinking I'm gonna go with, you know what? Fuck that. Let's just go ahead and just be some real shit. I'm gonna be a panther.
Okay.
I just want to be a panther. It's definitely got to be a black panther. At that, I don't know. I think I just want to go roam some shit.
I actually thought you were gonna say a falcon. Because you wanted to fly around.
Nah, I don't know, man. I thought about. I don't know. You know what? it's kind of tough because I'm sitting over here trying to be all analytical and shit in the answer. I'm trying to think how much hunting the fucking panther got to do to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I really want to?
I mean,
have to hunt every day.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that shit.
You get it in.
Which one of these motherfuckers get the fuck that? Sign me up for a bear's life. You know what I'm saying?
That was me.
Let me just go to fuck to sleep for a little while.
That's me.
6 months, man.
Can't renege today,
nigga. Nah, I'm gonna stick with my panther. I'm gonna stick with the panther.
I'm definitely gonna be a bear. Fuck that.
What you got, Pass?
I don't know, Ricky.
It's the weirdest. It's a weird ass question, right? But
it's between like what's some little things that they jump from like tree to tree, but then they spread their little wings.
You gonna be a fucking flying squirrel?
I could be one of those. I could be a monkey, bro. Like, I'm too hyper to be any other animal, pretty much.
So you're just gonna be stereotypical, huh? You're gonna be a fucking monkey.
And I'll surprise you every chance you visit the zoo. Every time I'll do some new shit.
I don't know, man. I've seen some of the things that
fucking with nuts.
Some of the things that monkeys do, I'm just not. I couldn't sign up for. Like monkeys eat each other's shit and drink each other's pee. I'm like,
I didn't know about that. I'm definitely not like that. Absolutely not.
That's them monkeys.
But if you come visit me, if I'm at the zoo and you come visit me, I might throw some shit at you. That'd be some funny, hilarious shit to me.
So he's just out here scooping up shit. He's just out here shitting in your hand, throwing it at kids.
With shit now, huh? You're like the dirtiest man over here, just smoking shit, huh?
Yes, I'm deep in the shit, bro. I'm deep in
you smoking shit now, huh?
Nah, absolutely not. You know how we get down when we smoke now. I don't play that. We don't play that shit. We don't play that.
What you got
you
back?
play with shit, not that shit.
To be honest with you, man, mine would be a lion. Why? Like the male lion, for one. He the king of the tribe. 2, he ain't got to do no hunting. Women do that.
Yep.
He only got to fend off motherfucking other dads.
He only fight niggas that trying him. He only fight niggas that try him. And then he have sex with all the women. Nobody else, all him. And then the only cubs that stay is the females. The male cubs got to leave when they get a certain age.
Right.
So basically, when your ass is 18, little homie, you got to ride. So yeah, I'll be the lion.
Now, what if you were the lion that had 2 brothers and all of y'all?
I've seen tribes like that, but the only time they fight is when it comes in mating season. That's it.
The other 2 brothers just got to sit off to the side and shit.
Yeah, are they gonna sneak and hit it from behind somewhere? Like I seen that on a couple
Simba
of documentaries.
over here stroking. He don't even know. He don't even know I knocked Nala down 3 days ago.
Hell no.
I be stroking.
Scar. Oh yeah, I scar from all right. Man, not like that.
Hey man, we about to get ready to get up out of here, fellas. Unless y'all got something else for me.
Oh no, actually, I got something for him. He said somebody's Twitch. What is your Twitch, brother man? Let me know what it is now and everybody else.
Gohan with a capital G, LAW, capital L, 96. I'm on there. Let me find
How the hell did I? And I didn't even know what it was, but I said Gohan Law.
Gohan Law 96. And let me find my child real quick because he is just all over the place.
Bats, you in the gaming?
You
said, am I? That's why I asked him what his Twitch was.
Okay.
As soon as we get off this joint, bro, I'm about to go smoke a cigar and drink like half a beer and get right on this joint.
Well, I definitely just followed
15 minutes.
Yeah, I just followed you.
What game?
What's Twitch?
Twitch is a streaming service.
Yep, that's who I stream my show on there along with my gaming when I do game.
Okay.
What games y'all on?
Oh, I'm a Call of Duty head, brother. Right now, I'm Call of Duty to the death right now. I'll be in tournaments and everything.
Bro, damn.
I started gaming back, so I just started playing. I'm old school. I'm on Uncharted.
Charter is
Okay,
good.
okay.
Uncharted.
Bruh, I have not.
That actually, I'm actually playing Galaxy of the Guardians, and my wife is
Ooh.
playing Uncharted. But I'm waiting for God of War Valhalla to come out. I'm gonna cop that.
Gotcha.
I just played
Gotcha.
a video game for the first time when I played Street Fighter at like the arcade version of Street Fighter at that, bro. In over a year, I have not touched like my Xbox. I think my Xbox is still in the damn box.
Well, you know, I just got mine last. Funny, I got it last Tuesday, and last Tuesday while we're on the cast, my wife is in the room fucking playing my shit, and I was mad as fuck.
Oh
But
wait! Relationship violation. She turned it on first.
no, I turned it on.
Oh,
I
okay,
turned it on
okay,
and set it up.
okay.
No.
Okay, I'm
There was no
sorry,
way.
V. I'm sorry, V. I thought.
I brought it home. I set it up, but she knew I was getting on the cast. Like she was like, you getting on your cast tonight, right? You getting on your voice. I was
Oh,
like,
she
why
was
you
sitting there
asking?
waiting.
She was
Waiting to
waiting,
fight
and
it.
she's like, oh, I could get on my Uncharted. So when we took the break, I went over there to check on her. What you doing in here? I said, oh, you know what? Fuck you. I'm leaving. And she was like, no, come back. I was like, nah, fuck you.
That's hilarious.
Bats, before we get up out of here, tell the people how they can find you on Twitch, social media as well.
Oh man,
Twitch.
just type it in.
Oh,
Literally, my name is the same on everything. It took me so long to get it that way. It is literally Bats United, BATZ United, and the reason the word United is because I try to bring people together as much as possible. Because the only thing people promote is negativity and some dumb shit, and I don't have time for it. I love to see people laugh, have some fun, have a good time, and keep it going. But hey, the show, like Mo said earlier, I try to have a variety of guests to come on the show and be themselves, promote what you do, but at the same time, let's talk to you about you. So kind of like what you're doing right now, Mo. I promise you, boy, I follow everything that you're doing. I really do. I like it. I love it. I watch it as much as I can. And yeah, like I said, it's Batch United on everything. No matter what you type it into, fucking Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, I'm there.
There you have it, man. Bats, I appreciate you, bro. Paz, tell the people how they can find you on Twitch one more time.
super sweet. Gohan with a capital G, Law, LAW with a capital L, 96. I'll be on at least like 10 or 15 minutes after we get off this podcast just to release some stress. Mo, I was trying to talk to you the other day that we spoke, but in realizing and going through whatever I've been through in my transition, I do have to realize that I have to let other people in and I have to listen to what they're going through. So I really wanted to hear what you had to say about our talk the other day. Just to give y'all a heads up, and my aunt, who I was pretty much her child, she never had children, she never got married, she just passed away Friday morning. So when I called you, Mo, I was checking on you, but I was also trying to let you know that. But I know we had to talk about some stuff too that you wanted to get off your chest, and I really wanted to hear that. So I really wanted to just listen to you. So I wasn't really
want to bring it up. I ain't even want to bring up your situation on the show. But
it's all good, bro. I also talked to Capone, and I never got a chance to say what I was going through either. So I just listened to him to make sure that he was straight too. So it's just like, it's not that it's, I'm not digging it or whatever. My aunt paid my first year of college out of her pocket. She was an educator in California. She was a teacher. She was a principal. She was a superintendent of all the schools in San Jose. She's been an educator all her life. And for her to pass away through pretty much Alzheimer's. What's the other one?
Parkinson's.
Dementia.
Nah, not Parkinson's.
Dementia.
Yes, dementia. So for her to have the dementia, when she got diagnosed with dementia, she actually, knowing all the educators in her region and knowing a lot of people, she donated her body to science.
Nice.
So it would have been a little bit harder on me if I actually had to fly to Cali and see a body and go through a funeral and do all that. But the fact that my aunt is still trying to teach and educate people even after she's not here made me feel a lot better about it. So I really wasn't pressed about it once I got all the information and I figured out what happened to her and how she passed away. So That's why I wasn't pressed to like get that information out to you. And Capone, when I spoke to y'all, because it's not that, you know what I'm saying, I don't feel about it, but it just wasn't my time to talk about me. I wanted to talk about, you know, and listen to what my brothers had to say about their lives and what was going on currently. So it's been rough for me the past couple of days. I didn't drinking and everything is not an issue. I actually had my first drink on homecoming, which was this past Saturday, and I did my own thing. So I literally went to the package store where I buy my cigars, and I got my own beer, got my own things for myself, just a little bit of amount, didn't do no shots, nothing crazy like that. Just stuck to my own shit, and knowing that I can handle it, whether I decide to continue drinking socially or whether I continue drinking on my own personally, like just to know that I'm better and I'm back to where I need to be is cool. Just the fact that I can, you know, my boys can call me and be like, "Hey, let me talk about this for a second." And even though I'm going through something, I can put their best interest forward instead of putting my best foot forward and talking about myself. It just made me just even think about how far along I've come in the past 3, 4, 5 months, or even close to a year with doing this podcast. So I'm happy about that, and I appreciate you guys always being there. Bats, bro, you seem like you should have been with us a long time ago, bro. Wish we could pull
Man, I'm
up
so mad
as
I'm just
many
leaking up people so late.
wish
I'm
we could
always
pull
late
up
to the
as
party.
many screens as we need, but bro, like, yeah, you would definitely fit in. You, Shaolin would definitely vibe. Even though I'm thinking about it, I think Shaolin's favorite character was actually Spider-Man, but I think it's a big toss. But it still may be Batman in that. But his two favorite characters, I'll say, are that. But yeah, go ahead. My bad.
No,
Sorry.
you're good.
I know how I can get when I
Look, the
start talking.
show.
It's hard to get me to start talking, but once
The
I start
show is
talking,
not the show is not the show without you going off on at least one random tangent, sir. So there we
At least
have
it
it.
was a good one.
Yeah, Kurt, you got
He
anything
said that
before we?
killing. At least it was a good one. Yeah, good enough.
Shit, because if you would have heard some earlier ones, you would have known exactly what I said.
bro, yeah, just go back and listen to some other podcasts at your own will,
You'd
at
be
your
like,
own
oh
patient.
shit,
Shit,
he
like
done
what's up?
started.
God,
Kurt, you got
man.
anything before we get up out of here, man?
You know, my usual, you know, like I always say, man, you only fail when you don't try. When you stop trying, that's when you fail. Every day is a new day, so you know, live it to the fullest without doing no dumb shit. And just try and be a better person than you was the day before. You know, as long as you do that, you know, and um you should be good, man. I think that's the best I could say for anybody or for anything. And Paz, just let you know, I'm gonna keep you and your family in my prayers.
Definitely.
If I would have known,
Appreciate
you
it.
know what I'm saying. So
Definitely.
that's about it out of me, you know.
Hey, Bats,
I'm
real
just glad
quick.
that met y'all,
Oh,
man. I'm glad I met
sorry.
y'all
One
tonight.
more
For
thing.
sure, man.
I always like to say, keep it tight. All right.
Bats, real quick. You got Thirsty Thursday coming up, Freaky Friday, and what was the other day?
Tuesday, which is the Tri-City Artist Spotlight. Yes,
Tri
sir.
City Art Spotlight on Tuesdays. All right, I'll make sure I'm shouting
Gonna
those
be
out.
Taco Tuesdays.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I'm shouting those out. We gotta do some talking too. But hey, for everybody that tuned into the show, everybody that's gonna go back check out the replays, we appreciate you. As you can see, it's live, it's real conversation, so we don't really hold no punches. And definitely we don't need no chasers. So make sure you tune in next week. We'll be here on Tuesday morning, Tuesday evening, and with that, we go.
All right, y'all. We'll meet y'all.
Hello. Peace.